We are waiting for the coupon. So we have already asked the POC for the coupon. I think they're taking 2 to 3 days to generate it. That is what I came to know from my
Yeah,
POC.
correct, correct. 2 to 3 days is fine. But more than that, if time is being taken, please put a message in the group. Okay.
Okay.
In the official group of Star Agile, put a message that I'm awaiting voucher. Didn't get it so far. Like that. Okay.
Okay.
Vishak, my profile is went for audit. So
Audit we
for
can't
the
do.
year.
Yeah. Audit, what happens? No, you have to wait for the training to get over. That means this is the third week of dispatch, no? So you have to wait for 28th, and then around 30th of September only you will get the course completion certificate. But you can move the other processes in parallel. You know the other processes, no? The reference and all. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can move parallel. Yeah.
Yeah.
same. My application is also for audit now.
Audit. Okay. So that you have to wait. Okay, that is a problem. Okay.
That is immediate after submitting the application. Immediately I received the
It gets picked. Yeah, yeah.
email
That's why I told you
immediately.
that got nothing to do with your profile. It is random. It's a system generated thing. Okay, so getting picked for all. So don't worry. Okay. What else? Anything else?
In this mock test, the success rate is around 50%. So I was thinking like once as per your video, once I start getting it above 70, so then I should schedule it also.
Yeah, you should schedule. And one more thing, why are you waiting for it to become more than 70? Let it be. You have your 100 hours of study plan and you work backwards. It will improve. Even if your score is less, we have got time, no? It will improve
Yeah.
over a period of time. Got it?
Yes.
Then what else I want to tell? See, Abhishek have asked about the baby step. Okay, it's not a methodology, first of all, it's a mindset. Okay. Secondly, it is not something which I can explain in a brisk speed, but still I will try. Okay, since you have put a message like that in the chat. The baby step means the first thing you're doing. Okay, so whenever you read a situational question in PMP, what is that immediate thing as a project manager you will do? Is it like to review some document, or is it like to reach out to some subject matter expert, or is it supposed to validate something like that? And all that's kind of a thought process is called as baby step. Okay, so I appreciate, guys. I understand that you guys are parallelly going through my video. That's why you guys are having all these doubts. Okay, good. Okay, what else, guys?
Vishak, I have gone through the questions and all. So and most of the questions you have given example of Simon Sinek golden rule, those things. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah. So I want some explanation, more explanation, like upon that golden rules.
So, did you watch that video, Simon Sinek Golden
Yeah,
Circle?
yeah. I have watched the video and why,
So,
what, how, and all.
it's
But
not
you,
simply something. You watch
yes,
again. The way you told wrongly itself shows that you haven't watched it properly. Okay. What is the correct order?
It's why, how,
why,
and
how,
what.
and what.
Why,
Why,
how, what?
how,
Okay.
what?
It is not just some words. Okay. So my only request is you go and watch that video again. Okay. Rather than me explaining. Okay. So why, how, what? That is the way the circle spreads outwards. Okay. So you watch it. It's not simply some words. Okay. There is a lot of meaning there. Okay. Not only for PMP, it will help you in a lot of other context. Okay. It's the only thing I will tell you. How can I make that understand? Watch that video. What you want to understand? The golden circle. Why I am telling you to watch it again? Because so that your how part will be clear. Clear?
Okay.
I've told you. I've explained to you. Is that clear? The golden circle I've
Yes.
explained to you. Okay? Over. Yeah. So anything else, guys? Please be in the video. More people also turn on your videos, guys. Okay. Shall we continue with this positive risk response? We have to start, no?
Yes.
Vishak,
Okay.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So, just wanted to check on one thing. The mindsets that we have discussed in the videos that this Simon Sinek, then we had discussed on the analysis over action, then to get an idea. I mean,
Yeah. Go
uh,
ahead. What is it?
like,
Understood.
so
So
the mindset, how do we actually apply in the questions that first I need to check on this Simon Sinek, then on this mindset, then
no,
on
no,
this.
nothing like that. That is why it is called as mindset. Okay. How do you
Hmm.
decide? Okay, whenever you see a strange wild animal, should you run away or should you throw stone at that? Do you have a list of that?
No, of
Should you
course
run
not.
away from a wild animal, or should you throw a stone and distract it? You don't have a list, no? That is what is the answer.
Okay.
That's why it is called as mindset. It is situational. There is no priority order first. Then PMP exam is very easy. PMP exam is really tough. Okay, out of 10 people, only 6 people are passing. Not my students, industry standards. Okay, but in my case, almost 9.5 students are passing. Okay, so that high pass rate is because you are getting that interconnection of the mindset. How you will get it? You have to join and watch few more videos. Okay, and get it automatically. There is no priority order for the mindset. Some cases, Simon Sinek model will not work. Some cases,
Correct.
I have told, do not escalate to sponsor, but the correct answer is escalate to sponsor. Okay,
Correct.
this is what I'm telling. Okay, so it is situational. Okay, when do we react to someone? When do we talk angrily to a person? Like that, if you ask a question, how will I respond? It is situational. Okay, so like that, it is PMP exam is situational. Okay, you have to watch more videos, understand that how to react in a situation, how to respond in a situation. Okay, it will come
Got it.
naturally. Okay, once you go through more videos. Okay,
Got you. Thanks, Vishal.
anything else? Who else is going to schedule, guys, tomorrow? If you have, who all got voucher? If you have got voucher, what is stopping you from scheduling? I want to hear that. Anyone have you got voucher?
No, Vishak, we are yet to receive, at least from my end.
Yeah, I was told that within 5 working days they will generate and give Vishal.
Okay. So 5 working days over means you have to escalate it. Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'm not taking much time, guys. We are getting into the topic. Okay. So where were we? We were in the negative risk. Negative risk is over, I believe. Okay, all of you guys. How to deal with negative risk? All of you guys in this batch know. This is what we stopped, no? What is the difference?
Even we complete that.
Positive also we have completed. Beautiful. Okay, so negative risk and positive risk is completed. Okay, what is this? We are talking about risk responses. Please understand, how are we responding? Okay, I told you, no, there is no one perfect solution. Depending on the risk which you identified, how are you planning to respond? Okay, see, I've told you one beautiful mindset. Do you remember? Once you do this course, you will no longer be reacting to projects. Have you heard about that word react? React is something which you do spontaneously, but response is something which you have planned and kept it ready. Do you know the difference? If this person asks this question, this is how I'm planning to respond. And that we have kept it in mind. Okay, we are a little bit more matured, but reacting is immaturity. Are you getting, guys? So as project managers, we should be more responsive than reactive. Okay, so that is why we are learning all this risk responses. Okay, so with your permission, I'm moving further. Hope you guys are clear. Now, everyone, why I'm requesting you guys to be in the video, there is an important reason, guys. Please be participative. This course is not for extrovert. Secondly, PMP is going to grill you for 230 minutes. So if you're not coming in the video, chances that you will be struggling and getting exhausted in the video is pretty high. Exhausted in the exam is pretty high. Okay. Thirdly, I want maximum engagement. Okay. See here, what I'm going to do now, guys. Okay. Can you see on the screen? There are 2 images here. Okay. Do you know, I picked up these images from the PMI portal. Some of you guys, by the time you schedule your exam, you're also becoming a member of PMI for 1 year. What are the benefits? See, I would say I'm not much into networking. I'm interacting with you people, but not much into attending events and all. I get opportunities, but I'm very lazy. I'm very complacent. Okay. So, but otherwise, if you guys are interested in attending some events, you can do all those. Once you guys become a member of PMI, you'll get notification. Okay. For example, last week, there was a conference in Hyderabad. Do you guys know? Project management, South Asia conference, something like that. Okay, so some events are happening. Other than that, you can pick up some case studies, some templates, etc., etc. For example, this is actually I picked up from the PMI portal only. Okay, so what I want to do is what you see on the screen. No, this is a risk register. Can you see? I've zoomed the screen. This is a risk register. Now, in this risk register, I want you guys to go through the first one. See here. This first item. Can you see? 1 minute, guys. I will zoom the screen a little bit. Yeah. Are you able to see, guys? This one.
Yes.
Hardware will be. So you do one thing, guys. Read only the first one. Okay. And then you have to tell how you will respond in this situation. Okay.
first we need to check the impact.
So it says impact is minor importance to the customer,
Minor to the
and
customer.
hence we can
can
closely monitor the delivery.
Hmm.
I
So
would
what do we do?
expl- I would
We'll,
accelerate. Why?
we will,
Because
Guys,
go,
one minute,
go
one
ahead.
minute. See, first of all, accept is, I understand why you guys are telling, because it is minor importance to the customer. Okay, so I'll note it down, accept. Okay, yeah. What else?
I would accelerate. Why? The reason because maybe this part is a minor, but there might be a bigger impact on the project. So
Okay.
first, I
So
would
you
understand. Yeah.
escalate means?
First, I would try to identify the impact on the project rather than to only the small 10 days, right? What is the bigger impact on the project? If it is going to impact the schedule, then I think I will take a step ahead. Just
What is
to
that? What is that impact? What is that step?
highlight the risk. It's like the
What is
risk.
that? See, escalate.
Alternative solution.
See, I would tell you one thing, guys. Many of you guys today asked me a question after going through 2 of my videos. Okay, accepting, I appreciate. Okay, but escalating is not good, guys. Okay, first step. I think today Abhishek asked about the baby step. I will tell you, escalation is not a good step in a baby step. What is your value addition? If you escalate to your boss, he will ask, okay, that all fine, but what did you do? What is your thought process? Did you do some homework?
Understand the reason why the hardware will be delivered 10 days late?
That is fine. That is fine. But we are talking about the actions. Okay, how will you respond?
Workaround.
Okay.
Figure out the alternative vendor.
Check for an alternative
See,
workaround.
1 minute, guys. Alternate vendor is one option. Some of you guys have told, but I would tell that is also wrong. Okay, guys, please listen. This is a very open-ended discussion. Okay. See, in risk identification, nothing is right or wrong, but I want the best. Is that clear? So let me eliminate, guys. First of all, accept some of you guys told, but I would do one thing. If you accept it, no, there is no fun in discussing further. So what I will do, I'll cut this sentence. See here.
There is a delay of 10 days, no?
I will cut this sentence. Okay. Now you read it. Now you read it. There is a 10 days of delay.
How
so
this-
now
Move the risk from being just a risk to an issue now, because we know that it is going to happen and has 100% probability there that it will happen. It is no longer a risk, it's an issue. First,
no, it has
move
not
it.
become an issue. I'll tell you. Okay.
We'll analyze the reason.
Correct.
Analyze any impact on critical path.
One minute, guys. That is beautiful. Who told that? Last person. Analyze the
Critical path.
impact and that is what Prashant told. No, this is what I wanted to hear. Okay, I was waiting for that keyword. Okay, so that is not there in the text, but that is what you should do as a project manager. You have to analyze. Okay, keep on noting down this keyword, guys. You have to analyze. Okay, so what will you analyze? First of all, do you know one thing, guys? I'm sure you would have heard about in the Star Agile Drive. There is a book of Rita Mulcahy. Have you seen it? Okay, so she is actually the pioneer of, guys, go and mute Shivkumar, keyboard typing sound is coming, something is coming. Okay, so what I want to tell is Rita Mulcahy, she is a person who introduced this risk management framework in PMI. Okay, and it is her idea. Okay, there is a standalone certification called as RMP. Okay, it is pretty much famous in the PMI. Okay, risk management professional. Okay, so she have written dedicated books on risk management professional. But what I want to tell is her her opinion is that many people don't realize what exactly is a risk. They simply interpret risk to something else. This is what she told. Okay, but I will clarify what does that mean here. Okay, do you know one thing, guys? In this situation, the hardware will be delivered 10 days late is not a risk. Is that clear? It is a constraint. Hardware will be delivered 10 days late. It's a constraint. Are you getting? We can't do anything. 100% sure shot constraint. But what exactly it contributes to? Leading to an overall project delay of 10 days. That is where, come on, Mr. Project Manager, you can do your magic. Is that clear? That is where you can show your magic. But simply if you escalate to your sponsor or senior management people, then he will ask, then why did I appoint you as a project manager? I appointed you to manage this mess. Like that, the sponsor or senior managers will tell. Okay. Now I want you guys to think, how can we minimize this overall project delay? If you remember what Prashant told, right now, if you don't do anything, then project will get delayed by 10 days. How can we conclude? See,
we will do the analysis of the next
Enhancement
step.
is required, Vishak.
What is that?
enhancement could be
Enhance.
like
No, first
yeah.
of all, enhancement is for opportunity. Okay, please be careful. Here we are talking about a threat. We are talking about a negative risk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vishak, we will do the analysis of the next step. Once the hardware come, what else activity we need to do it?
We
Okay.
need to do exactly.
And
Yeah.
then we'll see if we can try to the timeline is the 10 days, right? If we can minimize that, maybe expedite there to minimize the delay.
Very good. Okay.
The
So
option of
indirectly what he
crashing or
told.
fast
1 minute.
tracking.
Yeah, option of very good. Thank you so much. Okay, Tejas. This is what I
Yeah.
was expecting the discussion. Okay. See, let us consolidate, guys, the ideas which came from you people. You will look at the activities after hardware got delayed. This was
Yeah.
an opinion which came. So that is what I would technically call as the downstream activity. Is that clear, guys? So, and then Tejas told about the option of schedule compression technique. Did you hear it, guys? This is what I'm expecting from you people. Crashing and
Fast tracking.
Fast tracking.
Fast tracking. Is this much clear, everyone? Okay. Now, this much you should have analyzed, guys. This is what I mean by analysis over action. Is that clear? PM job is in 2025 September. Why I am telling in December, I may change my word. In 2025 September, when I talk to you guys, what is the role of a project manager? You know, it is not just to behave like a postman. Sir, hardware got delayed by 10 days. What to do? Like that you go and ask to senior people. That is not the job of a project manager. You have to think beyond that. Okay, what solutions you can propose? What all situations you can reduce the pain of it? Like that and all you have to think. Is that clear? So you have to look at the downstream activities and see how can this 10 days of hardware delay be that intensity or magnitude can be reduced. This is what you should think. For that purpose, we have got schedule compression technique, crashing and fast tracking. But now comes the ugly job of the project manager, guys. That is what I want to tell. Will it come just like that? This crashing and fast tracking? No. You have to, what do you say? You have to make a case to the senior management people. You have to literally ask the people downstream. Hold your hands like this. What I mean by the ugly job is you have to request them. Okay, don't think project manager is a very powerful job. I want to break that reality myth if you have. Okay, project manager is a job which is highly, negotiating, diplomatic. So you have to literally beg to some team members, guys. So for example, I would ask you a question. Once a hardware is delivered, what is the next few steps? Can you just guess?
Installation, maybe. Then testing.
Yeah. Okay. Before installation, what happens?
Fitment check.
Fitment check or any sort of inward inspection. Correct? No, guys. Please don't tell we are discussing some other topic. I am from this industry. I don't understand. Like that and all. Don't tell. Okay. Please listen. Even if you get something delivered in Amazon, what will you do? You will open it and check whether everything have come properly. It is defective or not. Then only you will use it. No, if there is a scratch, if there is a dent, if it is not functioning when you switch it on, what will you do? You will call the customer care and return it. Okay. So first thing is inward inspection. Okay. Think, guys, simply. Okay. Inward inspection. What is the second thing? Assembly. Assembly means use it in your product. Third one is ship to customer. Everyone in this batch, are you able to understand? We are in a factory. We are producing something. We got some raw material from some vendor. Okay. Now one point, guys, I want to tell you people, this alternate vendor exploration possibility you people told, no, that is not possible. Some of you guys told about it. Shall I tell why it is not possible? Because of this constraint. Hardware will be delivered 10 days late. That means we don't have an option. This vendor only. Okay. If I tell I'll be delayed by 1 hour, what will you do? Will you ask Star Agile, hey, put some other trainer right now? And then will you tell? No, are you getting it? It's not that I'm so indispensable. At this moment, finding out an alternate trainer will not be possible. Okay, somehow we have to adjust tomorrow 1 hour extra or next week also half an hour extra. Somehow you have to adjust. Is that clear, guys, everyone? So that is not possible. Is that clear? Alternate vendor. Now, what is this, guys? Inward inspection, assembly, ship to customer. Now, what will I do, guys? I will ask for, hey, I will give you more resources. Like that, I will tell to my quality person. Why will I tell like that? So that the inward inspection can be speed up. Okay. So what is that? Giving more resources is a crashing. Crashing. Okay.
But
now I'll
that will impact the cost, right? If you are putting more
Yeah,
resources.
that is why I always tell, no, Arpit, with great power comes great responsibility. What is that you are looking for? When we discuss a case study, our aim is to reduce this 10 days. Okay. See, that is why. Okay, obviously cost will increase. Okay. Now, what about fast tracking? You know what I will tell to the assembly person? I'll tell these are all imaginary stories, guys. Okay. What will I tell to my imaginary means doesn't happen in real world. Don't think like that. What I'm telling is these are situations. I'm just responding to them. Okay. What will I tell to my assembly person? See, you are doing assembly in a sequential manner, but can we try assembly parallelly? Let's say 3-4 manpower is working on this assembly, 3-4 manpower is working on this assembly, and then we can together integrate like that and all. I will tell. Okay, but then what is assembly manager telling me? We can do that, Vishak, but there is a who can tell? We can do that, Vishak, but there is a
Resources needed.
risk.
Additional cost.
There
No
is an
cost.
impact.
More than cost, no. It is about the
Quality.
Risk of
additional
increased
cost.
defects,
Quality.
additional costs. Yes.
Yeah. See, when you go with fast tracking, what happens, guys? There is a
Risk.
risk. You know that, right? That's
Yeah.
it. Okay. Any questions you guys have? Are you clear? I told about crashing as well as fast tracking. Okay. And I told about different risk response mechanism. You guys told, okay, find out an alternate vendor. I told you it's not that much possible because it has already, the problem is not with the vendor, but at the downstream activities that I've told. And then some of you guys told about escalating. I told you, first you do your magic. Come on. Then you can think about escalation. This is what I told you people also. Okay. Then what else we spoke? We spoke about schedule compression techniques, crashing and fast tracking. We spoke about critical path. Even if such a keyword is not even there, the activity is in the critical path. Is that clear? These many things we spoke. Anything else, guys? Are you understanding what is the purpose of the discussion? Only when you speak up, you will understand totally. Okay? Come on. Any questions? No questions? Are you clear, guys? Everything? Hello. Mic testing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Vishak,
Yeah.
for that example, we have the 5 parameters for the negative risk, right? So we are applying the mitigation, right?
In this case, we are applying the mitigation exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, because 10 days delay, when you talk to inward inspection, quality people, maybe he will tell, okay, Vishak, you give me more resources. You guys told, there will be a cost increase, but I'm ready to absorb that. Okay, let's say quality timeline is, see, downstream activities, this is inward inspection. No? From initial 6 days, he could bring it down to maybe 3 days. Are you getting, guys? By crashing. Assembly, by doing parallel 4 days assembly, he could wrap it up in 2 days. So what is happening, guys? Here you saved 3 days. Do you guys agree? 6 minus 3 is 3.
Yeah.
Here you saved 2 days. So originally 10 days. If you don't do anything, there was a 10-day of delay. Now that 10-day of delay has been reduced to just 5 days. That is what is mitigation.
Yeah, and the vendor thing you said is not possible. But imagine if it is possible, then it would come into a transfer or it would come into a mitigation.
It is still mitigation because transfer,
Mitigation.
good question he has asked, guys. Everyone listen. Transferring from vendor X to vendor Y, that is not transfer. Transfer means what? From my headache, I'm giving it to a third party. That is what is transfer. Okay. See, your driver is resigning, so you are having another driver. That is not transfer. Is that clear? But till today, you were driving your car. You thought from tomorrow onwards, I will have a driver. That is what is transfer.
Vishak,
Is that
coming to that crashing and fast tracking techniques, these techniques we use when we need to reduce the process of delivering. Yeah, reduce the time.
Timeline, not reduce the timeline. See, originally committed timeline is getting slipped. Did you notice? There is a 10 days of hardware delivery delay. So I have told to my CEO that the project will be getting over in November 10th. But because of this hardware delivery delay, it will get delivered only by November 20th. If I don't do anything. But what I'm doing, I've got 1 month advance in front of me. Okay. Sorry, November 10th is too close. Okay, let's say December 10th. So I've got 1 month advance in front of me. So I'm doing some way to bring the schedule back on track without compromising on cost. That is why some of you guys, when you told about cost, what I'm telling is this is my proposal. I will ask my CEO, what are you so crazy about? Are you crazy about timeline, then you be ready to pay additional $1,000 something. Are you crazy about money? Then let the project get delayed. You cannot be particular about all the three.
So we will be using, yes, so we will be using crashing. So the resources and cost will increase. And in case of fast tracking, the time will elapse, but the risk and defect will increase, simultaneously compromising the quality.
Quality, exactly. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Everything has got a drawback, guys. Stick to the famous mindset, what I've been telling. With great power comes great responsibility.
So Vishak, the additional line was there. If that in a way indicates that this is not this activity is not part of the critical path because it is of less importance to customer.
Then it's okay. See, what I'm trying to introduce here as an exercise is so that we discuss critical path, we discuss crashing, fast tracking, everything. See, if the customer is telling, hey, I'm fine with it, then why don't we don't need to waste our energy simply. See, the purpose is situationally, different situations like that. Okay.
Okay.
Vishak, you told that we cannot alternate the vendor, but this risk we would have written in the risk register that this could happen because
How? Now, see, it could be written, but now I'm looking at the language here, Abhishek. Okay, look at the language here. Hardware will be delivered 10 days late. It is not hardware may be delivered. It is 100% sure shot. That means it was not written proactively. See, risk is situational, I told you, From this language, I'm sure that this was not identified proactively. Okay. So don't assume that risk will be identified proactively. We cannot identify. So for example, right now I'm with you guys in a session. I think I told you last week I'm traveling. Okay, see, right now I'm traveling. I don't have a backup internet connection. If something happens to this connection, gone. But if it was in my home, then I have a backup internet connection. Okay, so there I'm prepared for that risk. But here I'm not prepared for that risk. What to do? Every time we cannot be super prepared. Okay. Yeah, Clement.
Yeah, that was exactly my question. So here we are talking about a scenario at the triggering point, not the analysis stage, during the risk register planning stage, right?
We are no. Here, see, the beauty of this particular example, why I picked up is hardware delay issue has happened. See, this beautiful example has got an issue as well as a risk in the same statement. Are you able to appreciate that? Risk issue is what hardware delay happened. Now, what is the risk associated with that overall project delay? So in this situation, overall project delay has not got converted, but hardware delay has happened. Clear?
Okay, so we already have a situation here and we are trying to mitigate that.
Yeah. What else?
Vishak, is there a difference in between crashing and fast tracking?
What is that?
Is there any difference between the compression technique, crashing, and fast tracking?
Of course, there is a hell lot of difference, Kapil. What happened? You are asking this now. Which day we discussed this, guys? Please help him. Crashing and fast tracking. We discussed, no? One of you tell what is the benefit of what is the drawback of crashing, guys? Quickly tell what is the drawback of crashing.
Drawback is the resource, the cost increases.
Exactly. What is the drawback of fast tracking?
Risk and defect.
Risk increases. Possibility of
Quality
risk
gets
increases.
compromised.
Quality will be less.
Yes. Is that clear?
More coordination is needed.
So we discussed about it. Okay. So drawbacks, benefits, everything. Okay. Check which day we discussed. You can ask to the people here. They will help you. But don't rely on this discussion. You have to listen. I almost spoke for about 10-15 minutes, I think, on this crashing and fast tracking. Okay. Clear? Kapil?
Yeah, clear. Thank you.
Yeah. Just go through, okay, please. Okay, don't. It's a very important topic. Okay, I don't know how it got missed. Okay, so I'll clear my screen, guys. Okay. No more questions, no? So let's move further, my dear friends. Case study has been shared in this batch, no? Hubertan?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Please don't wait for the last day. That case study is for you. Don't use ChatGPT or any AI tools. Give me a summary. Vishak have asked like that. Don't use such tools, guys. You only have to read it. Take a printout of it. Use a white, marker kind of thing or highlighter kind of thing, and you only have to read it. If you are lazy, then how will you attempt the PMP? You only have to read. This is the simplest of the simplest case study I've picked. Okay, I've got 16-page, 24-page case study and all, but this is the simplest layman kind of case study. So don't be lazy. Read it. Interconnect everything. See. What I showed you is just an example of how real projects happen. Just like that in that case study, it's a real project. 100-year-old project. Okay, I'm not an outdated guy, but I love the case study. It's a Hoover Dam, which was built around 1925 or something. Is that clear? So 100 years exactly. So shall we move further, guys? Now, see, this was a discussion which happened just now. But you know what? In the actual, this screenshot I told you, I picked it up from the PMI portal. It's an actual risk register. So what was the response from the team? Read this. For the discussion we had just now, this was the team's first feedback. See, evaluate ways to shorten timeline for activities like installation, commissioning. That is what is crashing. Okay. See the second one. Shorten the acceptance phase by reducing test cases. When you reduce the test cases, what is it? It is what, guys?
Fast tracking.
Fast tracking. So
Fast
when you do like that, what happens, my dear friends? When you reduce the test cases, what will happen? Quality will get compromised. Okay. Secondary risk may arise. One more keyword I'm telling, guys. Okay, I forgot to tell it in the previous slide, and no one told also. That is the reason I forgot. Secondary risk may arise. Okay. See, what did we tell the assembly guy? I requested what? Can we do the assembly in parallel? When we do the assembly in parallel, what will happen?
Here.
1 minute. When we do assembly in parallel, what happens? There is a secondary risk arising. Have I spoken about secondary risk in this batch? Please tell me.
No, Vishak.
That is why. Okay, so I'll tell about it, guys. Okay, there are two. We stopped abruptly at that risk responses. No. So Ashok, hold on. Two risks I want to talk about. One is called as
primary
residual risk. No, not
and
primary. Residual. Second one is called as secondary risk. Okay. See, we just wrapped up last week's session with the risk responses, correct? No? So when we respond to the risk, when you mitigate, listen to me carefully. When you mitigate, the risk is still there. Do you agree?
Yes.
But with a minor intensity or probability. With a minor intensity or probability. That is what is called as residual risk. Okay. See, I told you an example also. Do we take painkillers? When we take painkillers, what happens? Is the pain completely being vanished? No. The pain is still there. Little bit. Manageable pain. Bearable pain. Like that we used to tell, no? That is what is a residual risk. What about secondary risk? Secondary risk is something, when you take painkillers, there is something called a side effect to it. Too much, like more than 2 pills if you consume in a day, it can result in affecting your kidney. It can affect your liver. Like that, when we tell, no, that is what is secondary risk. Is that clear? Any questions you guys have? Are you clear with residual as well as secondary? Secondary risk is something new, okay, which is originating because of the primary risk response. But that call you have to take. Are you clear, guys? Speak up.
Hi, Vishak. See, in the risk response, second point is shorten the acceptance phase, right? So directly the project manager can't take the decision, I believe. Is my understanding correct?
Yes. See, in all these cases, Chandu, the project manager is not taking decision. Man proposes, God disposes. Like that, have you heard a saying?
Yeah.
Like that, here we are only proposing. The decision is taken by senior management people. Even for crashing, you don't take a decision. You only propose. Okay. If we are ready to put another 7 more manpower, then the timeline can be reduced. Like that, we are proposing.
Okay, understood. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Yes, Ashoka, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sir, there is a scenario. I work in an automobile. So where some parts are procured by the proprietary part in nature. Okay. So post vehicle testing everything, there is a probability of some certain parts being failed. Say for example, steering. Okay. So in that case, it may not happen immediately, but after 5 lakh kilometers or something. So I put that in a clause while dealing with the proprietary contractor that if this part fails within 5 lakhs kilometer, he is supposed to replace it free of cost. That ownership does not lies with the OEM per se. Okay. So if it's accepted and it's going on, so whether in this case we have mitigated, we have transferred the risk, right? The risk transfer that, am I right?
It is transferred. It is transferred. Yeah. Okay. At the same time, it is mitigated. See, let me tell you one truth now. In real world, it is not simply, this mitigation transfer like that. Don't learn. When you mitigate, transfer automatically, it may get mitigated. These are some frameworks we are learning. That's it. Okay, so that you will tune your mindset accordingly. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions? Quick.
Vishak, like you said,
Kapil.
secondary risk comes from primary only. It's a new risk, and in residual
is a leftover. See, you are wearing seat belt. You are wearing helmet. Does someone guarantee that you will not die in a road accident? No. Still, there are chances. Okay. That's it. Anything else? Come on, guys, quick.
Vishal, do you have any other example for residual and secondary? Because that medicine painkiller, like it's still there, side effects are there, right?
That is what is secondary risk. See, what is that side effect of a medicine? That is what is called as secondary risk. See, we take a call. Okay. See, you are driving faster so that you don't miss a flight. Okay. So what is going through your mind? Oh my God, I should not miss a flight. Like that, you are driving faster. You know, obviously, what is a secondary risk. Correct? That's it. Anything else? Come on, guys, quick. Can we continue further? Okay.
Yes.
So next is, guys, okay, let us understand our journey so far, my dear friends. Okay, our journey so far. No, I just want to have a clear idea for you people. Okay, so we are in the topic risk management. Okay, this type of structured approach will help you in learning as well as in real projects, guys. Okay, see, under risk management, what did we learn? We learned about identifying risk. Okay, that is done. Now, once we identified risk, the next one is qualitative risk analysis. Okay, because I have a funnel concept. I have 1,000 risks identified, but can I worry about all the 1,000 risks? Not necessarily. I have to narrow down to 200 risks or 200, 100 risks or 50 risks, something like that. How do I narrow down? By doing qualitative prioritizing. That prioritizing is called as qualitative risk analysis. Now, next topic, what we discussed is risk response. Okay, today we spoke about risk response. Okay, and then there is something called as monitoring. Monitoring means what? You have responded, but are you going to shut down your laptop and going for partying? No, you have to check whether the trigger is happening. If the trigger is happening, you have to act accordingly. Are you getting, guys? Very common sense. See, in case the speed increases, no, slow down, like that you're telling. So whether the speed increases or not, you should check, no? That is what is called as monitoring. Okay, now, one more thing, guys, in between this risk response and the qualitative risk analysis, ideally there is one more section that is called as quantitative risk analysis. But why did I skip it, or why PMI curriculum is putting it later? Because two reasons. Okay, one is it is very, very time consuming and effort taking. Is that clear? It is very, very time consuming and effort taking. Reason number two, you know, no one knows. Project managers don't need to master it. Okay, we don't have that much of intelligence. Is that clear? We are more emotionally sound people. Okay, this is more related to people who are into statistics, data science. Are you getting, guys, such kind of personalities? I am just a humble project manager. My job is coordinate, facilitate between the people. So usually quantitative risk analysis is there, but we are not masters of it. Are you guys getting the simple justification I'm telling? So for the PMP also, this was a little bit heavy topic till around 2019. Okay, till around 2019, this was a heavy topic. Then what they did, you know, they have trimmed all this quantitative risk analysis topics and made into a separate certification. That's what I told you. Almost 30 hours we'll talk only about risk. Are you clear, guys? If you are taking risk management professional, okay. So out of that, this quantitative risk analysis is a major topic. Okay, so with that, I'm putting a full stop. Okay, but for your academic interest, guys, I will go a little bit extra. Okay, so I want you guys to note down only the three names, guys. Okay, three quantitative risk analysis techniques. Please listen. The three quantitative risk analysis technique as per the PMI is, the first one is Monte Carlo simulation. Anyone have you heard about it, guys? First, I want to hear that from you people. Monte Carlo
Yes, we heard.
simulation. Yes, some of you guys have heard about it. Okay, Second one is sensitivity analysis. Sensitivity analysis. Okay. Third one is decision tree analysis. Decision tree analysis based on expected monetary value. Decision tree analysis based on expected monetary value. Is that clear? Monte Carlo simulation, sensitivity analysis, decision tree analysis based on expected monetary value. These are the three quantitative risk analysis techniques. Clear, everyone? Okay, so first of all, let me hear from you people who told they have heard about Monte Carlo simulation. What you have heard, guys, please tell. Anything which you recollect from your memory?
I think it's try to identify the deviation of all the three parameters like cost, schedule.
That is fine, but what is it? How is it being used? Any idea, better insights on it?
Sampling and numerical related one, Vishak, where we take like if you want to observe a batch sample or something like that.
Somewhat correct. Both of you guys told somewhat correctly, but more than that, anyone else who have worked on it? Anyone, have you worked on it? No one? Okay, in that case, I will tell guys, okay, so the origin of Monte Carlo simulation is way back during the time of World War, okay, where it was, see, one thing, many of you guys here are from the army background, defense background, okay, so you guys will have a feeling. I told you first day itself, okay, I remember, no, Swati, you told, okay, I'm from defense background, correct, no, Swati? Yeah, so you told, okay, so I'm from defense background, so how about this application like that and all? So the reality is, the truth is, the project management, everything, whatever we are discussing was first tried and experimented in defense only. Okay. Then simply we are polishing it into a beautiful word and using it in corporate. That's it. Okay. So feel relaxed and proud. Okay. So whatever, okay, this is first came in some other industry, not in corporate. Okay. Now coming back to this, okay, Monte Carlo simulation, it was used during the time of World War to estimate the timeline of some critical projects. Okay. Timeline and cost. Okay. That is what some of you guys have told. But the wide application of this Monte Carlo simulation came later during the time of, you know, this Las Vegas casinos and all started developing. Okay, so it is used for this gambling purpose. Okay, so what exactly happens, rather than telling about gambling, what I will tell is, you know, about this simple game called as this snake and ladder. I think all of you guys will be would have tried it. Okay, snake and ladder. Okay, so when you play a snake and ladder game, so there is a pair of dice. Imagine two dice is there. Okay, so when you throw a pair of dice, what is the smallest number you can get? 2. It can go 3, 4, up to, it can go up to 11, 12. This is what is the entire universe. Okay, you can get the smallest number as small as 2 to the biggest number as big as 12. Okay, now when you play whole day, let's say 1,000 times you throw a pair of dice. It's possible, no? 2-3 days you are continuously playing. Okay, so every time when you throw a pair of dice, you are noting down that outcome. Okay, listen guys. Okay, 3 one time, and the time 9, 2, 6, 11, 12, 8, 9, 2. Like that, you are noting down the outcome. Are you getting it, guys? What I'm telling? When you play the snake and ladder game. Now you feed all these data points in a Monte Carlo simulation software. That is what I want to tell you. You are feeding it in a Monte Carlo simulation software. So what will this software do, you know? Based on these many entries, not this 5 to 10 entries is not enough. It needs at least some 1,000 data points. Did you understand? That much data points it needs. So that next time when you throw a pair of dice, it will give a probability estimate. What is that number which can come? What is the probability? What is the number highest probable outcome? Are you getting the point, guys, what I'm telling? Everyone? So when you feed not 1 or 2, guys, I'm telling you at least 1,000 data points is needed. Okay. So the chances that the number 7 comes is 68%. The chances that number 3 comes is 45%. Like that it will tell. Is that clear, guys? That's it. Okay. Now, that is why I told you this is widely used in casinos. Now, in corporate world, you guys will ask, what is the experience? Frankly, I haven't worked because I told you, no, this is not the competency of a project manager. I know the concept behind it, but I haven't worked on it. Okay. But I can tell you 3 of the participants. I've got 3 experiences. Okay. One participant is from the stock market. Okay. So he told in the stock market, they use it to measure the performance of a stock. Let's say some stock is there in the market for the last 5 years. So tomorrow they are going to buy a stock. So what price they should put for buying, let's say by order, okay, what price they should put, okay. So what do? They observe the last 5 years. 5 years, I just told as a number pattern. What is that? How high it has gone, how low it has gone, based on all those, and then they will make a purchasing decision. But they don't do it manually. They rely on a Monte Carlo simulation software. What my student participant have told us, they give the instruction to a computer the previous night, let's say 10 p.m. in the night, and they get the result only next day morning 8 o'clock. Are you getting, guys, how much computation it does? It is not manually imaginable. That's all I can tell. Okay. Another participant told it is used in insurance companies for estimating the premium prices. You know, insurance companies, they charge different premium. Okay. Let's say a multinational insurance company, the amount of premium they collect from Middle East is different from what they collect in Japan. It is different from what they collect in China. And depending on your age also, the premium which you are paying will be different. Why? Because they are analyzing the historical data of the people who have collected premium, what sort of accidents happen, what sort of death happens, what are the reasons for death, everything they have got a database. Is that clear? Based on that only, they are telling the correct premium for you. Are you getting the use case 2? Everyone, use case 3 is recently, this participant was from the 2 months back, one batch I had. Okay, so he's working in Mercedes-Benz. Okay, he's working in the research and development of Mercedes-Benz company. So he told they use this Monte Carlo simulation to design. This was a very particular example. He told, okay, the boot space of a car. You know how the, let's say a car is there. Okay, how do you design an optimum design for the boot space of the car? Okay, all of you understand, no? See this, okay, like this. Okay, so he was working on a project. Okay, so what do? They give an instruction to this Monte Carlo simulation, come up with some 10 designs. This is the boot space. Okay, come up with some 10 designs of this. Okay, by literally placing bricks. You know, brick, right? By literally placing bricks on this boot space. So what it will do physically, can we place bricks? No. But what this Monte Carlo simulation will do, it will simulate. Okay, how optimally. See, when you change the design a little bit, maybe you can place 500 bricks. But when you are very particular in your rigid in your design, then you can place only 250 bricks. Are you getting, guys? So when we sit in a crowded area also, we can sit in an optimum way so that more passengers can sit. Correct? No? When you go in a bus or a public transport, like that, you have to optimize your space. So that is done by this Monte Carlo simulation software. He also told the same thing. They give an instruction and the result will come only after some 8 to 12 hours. That much computation is involved even for a computer. Okay, so you can imagine. Okay, this is mainly used by statistics people, advanced data science. Let's not master it, but understand. Are you getting the why behind it? As a project manager, I would say only this much. Understand the why behind it. Okay, everyone? Anything else? That's all I have to tell. Okay, can I move further? Can I clear the screen? Hope Monte Carlo something. Now don't do any research, my dear friends. I'm telling you now.
Vishak, sensitivity analysis and
I'm getting into that. One day Monte Carlo is over. Okay. Don't do any research now, guys. First you clear PMP and then only you do. Okay. I know where to put a limit. Okay. Put a limit here. Okay. Don't do any extra research. Okay. But the second one is sensitivity analysis. Okay, my dear friends. So regarding this,
I have one thing over here. Monte Carlo simulation is more of a forecasting tool then?
Yeah, of course. It is based on the past trends, how the future will be. Simple. In a one line, based on the past trends, how the future will be.
So how we are actually using that for our risk? I mean, forecasting the risk in that case.
Yeah, because now, see, don't combine risk with Monte Carlo simulation. See, this is quantitative risk analysis. See, what I want to tell is, imagine there is a supplier. Okay, that supplier have delivered to us in the past. Okay, let's say 75 times he has delivered. Okay, Kapil, in 75 times. Okay, how many times he has sticked to the deadline? And how many times he has delivered it early? How many times he has delivered it late? Like that, you will have a statistics. Correct? That statistics we will use, and then we will estimate our next project timelines. If you ask him, he will tell, everything will be delivered, don't worry. He'll be with emotion, he'll be telling that, don't worry, sir, I will deliver it. But I know the data. Out of 75 times, how much delay has happened in the past, how much times he has delivered promptly, like that and all I know. So that data I will use. See, when we use quantitative risk analysis, no, Kapil, what happens? There is no emotions here. We are relying only on the numbers. If human beings do, then only there is emotions coming. Is that clear?
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the next one is, guys, okay. What was the next one I told you? Before that, no, I have one request, guys. Still, a lot of people have turned off your videos. Okay, this is not fair, guys. I've told you, being in the video is mandatory for this course. Please don't hesitate, guys. Turn on your videos. If you have health issues and traveling, it's fine. But other than that, I want the video to be on, guys. Please. 2 weeks down the line, you're going to give an exam. You'll fail because of this single reason. Because if you are reluctant to come in the video, you are lazy and comfort zone, then what will you do in the exam center? What will you do if you're taking the exam from home? They're very aggressive. Okay, little bit you're moving here and there, okay, they will disqualify you. It's a very, very, they're invigilating very seriously. Okay, so that practice will not come. Don't think, that time I'll be careful. That won't come like that. Okay, now only if you are careful, it will reflect there also. Clear? So I've been telling this multiple times, guys, and this course is not for introverts, okay? This is for extroverts. Why should I not be in the video? This is a question you should ask, okay? I don't have an answer for why should I be in the video. I've got 1,000 answers, okay? Tell me one reason why should I not be in the video, then I will let you, okay? So that's all, guys, okay? So please be in the video, okay? Next, what I want to tell you, guys, I'll draw a diagram, guys, okay? See on the screen what I'm drawing on the screen. Can you understand what is that I'm trying to draw on the screen? It's a
funnel or a twister kind of a thing.
Spiral. Tornado.
Cyclone. Yeah, very correct. Okay, I think one of you guys told the correct word which I was expecting. It is a tornado. Okay, so in the industry, this is also called as, okay, tornado diagram. Which one? The second tool, what I told you. What is the second technique I told you? Do people remember?
Sensitivity analysis.
Sensitivity analysis.
Sensitivity analysis, also called as tornado diagram. Can you guys note it down, guys? Sensitivity analysis, also called as tornado diagram. Is that clear? So what does it do, guys? Okay, we keep a reference line. Okay, we keep a reference line and we keep estimating what if a risk happens, what if a risk doesn't happen. What is the question, guys? What if a risk happens, what if it doesn't happen? What if a risk happens, what if it doesn't happen? What if a risk happens, what if it doesn't happen? Like that, okay? So one side will be positive, correct, no? Good thing. Other side will be obviously bad. Another side, one side will be positive, other side will be bad. Are you getting, guys? Like that we do. So we don't do it for every risk, guys. It is very, very time consuming and effort taking. Did you understand? So we do only for some selected few hand-picked risk. Let's say 5 risks. That's it. Any questions, guys? Anyone? This is called as sensitivity analysis. Why it is called as sensitivity? Did you understand the English word? Sensitivity. Sensitivity means what? This particular risk, how much it is affecting my project. See, let's say I have one more risk here. Okay, so this is the biggest bar here. Okay, see, as if I'll tell you. Okay, see, as if all these rectangular bars, what you're seeing, no, these are for different events, risk events. Okay, as if, see, what if there is a power failure right now? Did you understand my question? What if there is a power failure right now? So what is that? It's an event which can happen. All of you agree? Okay, so if it happens, what will be the impact on this batch? Very good impact. Very good means very serious impact, right? So we have to think about rescheduling this session to some other week. But what if it doesn't happen? Then we should not tell, how does that matter like that? We should consider it as an opportunity so that I can finish the sessions on time. You guys can clear PMP. So I have to estimate monetary wise, what is the benefit if there is no power failure? And what is the negative impact if there is a power failure? Is that clear, Asif? What I'm telling? For every risk event, we calculate this. And we project it in a reference line like this. Okay, this plus sign denotes the dollar value. Are you getting it, guys? The monetary value. This negative sign denotes the negative impact. For the same event, see here, power failure, like that I will write. Okay, power failure, what if it happens, what if it doesn't happen, like that. Is that clear, everyone? Now, what do you think? This is no need to master it, okay, Asif. Only one thing I have to tell. In case you are appearing for RMP, Risk Management Professional, then you have to learn about it deep. But for the time being, this much is enough. It's a quantitative risk analysis technique. Is that clear, everyone? Whatever clarity you need, have you got it? I'm not expecting you to master this, but did you get it? Okay. Now, what is the third one I told you guys?
Decision tree analysis.
Decision
Tree analysis
tree analysis
with EV,
based
EM.
on expected monetary value. Please note it down, guys. This is what I told you. Okay. Decision tree analysis based on expected monetary value. Okay. What does that mean? You know, I will draw a diagram here. Okay. Hold on. See, you are supposed to make a decision. What is the name of this technique? Decision tree analysis. Again, you don't have to master it, guys. Okay. Just understanding is enough. Okay. You are in a decision making juncture in your life. Okay. What is a juncture? You know, you have got two options. Okay. Either you can go ahead with a luxury airlines, or you can go ahead with a economy airlines. What are the two options I told you? Luxury airlines or economy airlines. Okay. What is that, guys? Luxury airlines is famous for, you know, they are famous for 99% on time. Their flights will be on time. Is that clear? 1% chance that their flight will be delayed by, this is on time, 1% chance that the flight will be delayed by 1 hour. Okay. Now, what about the economy airline? There is a 75% chance that their flight will be on time, and 25% chance that there is a delay by 2 hours. How much chance? 25% chance. Okay. Now, don't reach a conclusion. Oh my God, then I will go with luxury airline like that. Okay. I know if it was a family trip, then you would have gone with economy airline. Okay. How does that matter? Okay. I want to save money. Okay. But if you're going for a client visit, then you will tell simply to the company, oh, client meeting is very, very important. So let me pick up the luxury airline only. That you will tell. Correct? No? But that is not a call you have to take, guys. You have to take a data-driven decision. How will you take a data-driven decision? You know, see, the cost of the luxury airlines you have to estimate. Let's say the cost of the luxury airline is $2,000 flight. Okay, and the economy airline it is $1,300. Okay, now if you are going with a luxury airline, 99% that you will reach the destination on time. All of you clear? But what are we going for? Is that for a family get together or is it for a client visit? If it is a client visit, how much sensitive is the timeliness for the client? Did you get my problem statement very clearly? How much sensitive is the timeliness for the client? Okay. So the client is telling that, hey, Vishak, if you're coming exactly by 11 a.m., then we can discuss. Okay. Because I will be moving for another meeting by around 1 o'clock. Okay. Like that he told. Okay. So if you are late by 1 hour, that means you will not get that much time to strike a conversation with the client. Correct? No? So if you are coming exactly on time, then you will convert a deal of, let's say, $3,000. You will convert a deal of $3,000. Did you understand my point? So that's why deal is a good thing. You know, that's why we are putting positive sign. Now, if you are delayed by 1 hour, then what will happen? Will you get time to discuss? 1 hour is lost, no? So you won't have $3,000 time, a deal. Instead, you'll be able to crack a deal of only $2,000. Positive sign I'm using because it's a good thing. Now, 75% on time. In economy airline also, if you reach on time, still you will be able to convert a deal of, what is the number I should write here? For on time?
3,000.
3,000 only. Are you guys clear? No change in that. It's a probability. Okay. Now, delay by 2 hours, client is very upset. What will happen? No, he has dedicated 11 to 1 o'clock. If you are late by 2 hours, what will happen? You will reach the client place by 1 o'clock. He's very particular about timeliness. He will tell, no, I don't have time. And in fact, I'm canceling all your orders with your company. Get lost. Like that the client told. What is that? He's very particular about punctuality. So what happened? Your delay by 2 hours will cost your company a loss of, let's say, $1,000. Not only this contract gone 3,000. Plus, he will cancel some other contract also. Did you get the psychology what I'm telling everyone? Now, what do you do? Which one you are going to choose? I'm literally confused. Should I go with luxury airline or should I go with economy airline? But don't be in a confusion. How will you arrive at the correct answer, correct situation? You have to multiply, guys. Okay, see here, 99% is percentage. In decimal, how it will be?
0.99.
Okay, 0.99 times 3000. No need to do it, guys. Listen, my 101% guarantee this won't come in the PMP. What won't come in the PMP? This calculation won't come in the PMP. But just listen, 99% times $3,000. Or why it is I'm telling or is plus sign. Do you know one thing, guys? You have learned in 10th standard mathematics. Many of you guys have forgotten. There is a topic called as Boolean algebra. Do you remember? Plus sign is always or. Multiplication sign is always and. Okay, this we learned in 10th grade. Don't tell me this is something which I don't understand. Everyone have done mathematics in your 10th grade. No, we have learned this. There is a topic called as Boolean algebra. Okay, plus sign denotes or this or this. Multiplication denotes and. Okay. So either this is a possibility or this is a possibility. Correct? No, everyone? Do you agree if you choose a luxury airline? So you have to add this two. And from that, you have to subtract 2000. Why you have to subtract 2000? Because that is a expense. Do you guys get it, everyone? You don't need to master it, but are you getting the logic what I'm telling? So whatever answer you get, that is the expected monetary value for luxury airline. Same exercise you do for economy airline also. Whatever value you get is the monetary value for the economy airline. That's it. Whichever is a higher value, you go with that decision. Don't do astrology or gambling. Okay, you do make a logical decision. Is that clear, guys, everyone? This is what is called as this decision tree analysis technique. This is used in not only in project management, my dear friends, big projects, programs, big companies, when they make strategic decisions, should they set up a factory in India? Should they set up a factory in China or Australia? They use this technique. Are you getting? Decision making, evaluating the pros and cons of every action which you are taking. This is not a joke. This is properly used. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions, anyone? Feel free to ask. Come on. What is that? We can't hear him. Are you able to hear him? No. Please adjust your microphone or be a little bit loud. Okay, we are not able to hear you.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so you said that expected monetary value, this question will not get in exam for the calculation.
Correct.
But there is this earned value management in mock test. There were 2-3 questions. So
yeah, that is good. That is good. Okay, so that is what I have to tell. Same reason. Okay, expected monetary value. Okay, Prashant. So hardly 1%. Okay, that also those are questions which are there. See your question. My answer is also this only. Okay, 99% chance. Okay, and my guarantee is if you don't attempt that question, you won't fail in the PMT. My point is look at the 99% mindset. Okay, why people fail in PMP is because they fail to get this 99% mindset correctly. Okay, they fail to get the mindset correctly. Because of this topic ignorance, you won't fail. Okay, they will not penalize you so much. Okay, so there are questions in my mock quiz because I don't want to delete it, guys. It's okay. Nothing wrong in learning. Correct? No, I think he has observed everything, guys. Okay, there is I think 2 or 3 questions in my sheet video also. Okay, related to this decision tree. It is good. Okay, but what I'm telling is relax, don't worry. They will not ask an intensive mathematical question from this. That's all. Shall I move further, guys, everyone? Okay, I'm clearing the screen, guys, okay? So still you people have turned off your videos, guys. Look at this Clement, how good boy he is. He's driving and still he is in the video. Okay, so you should be like him, guys. Okay, I'm not expecting like that kind of dedication, but let the video be on. You guys are simply sitting in front of your laptop. Okay, you've got a powerful internet connection also. Okay, I mean, not the people who are having internet issue, the people who, when I say you are turning on your videos, to those people. Okay, please be in the video. That is the dedication you have to show, guys. Okay, so shall I continue further, guys? These 3 techniques are over. What are they? Monte Carlo simulation, decision tree
Sensitivity
analysis,
analysis.
and sensitivity analysis.
Sensitivity.
Okay. Hopefully by, see, I'm a little bit lazy, guys. If many of you people are requesting for RMP, I'm planning to start, okay, by December or something, okay? And then you guys can do that certification also, okay? It'll be good, okay, where we take a deep dive into this quantitative risk analysis, okay? Now, moving on, guys, further. The next one is risk reporting. Are you guys ready? Risk reporting. So what do you mean by this risk reporting, you know? We are doing this risk identification, risk mitigation, risk monitoring, everything for visibility, correct? We want to show that, boss, this is how the project is progressing. Like that we have to show, correct? So that is what is risk reporting. What do you mean by risk reporting? Once in a while, okay, if you guys are my CEO, won't you expect, hey Vishak, what is the progress in risk? What are the new risks which are identified? What about the existing risk? Are you able to close those? Have any risk happened? Like that, you will ask me questions, correct? So that is what is called as risk reporting. Once in a while, you are telling. Is that clear, guys? So there are different templates for risk reporting, my dear friends. One such template, what you see on the screen, is the bubble chart. Are you guys ready? What is it on the screen? It is the bubble chart. Okay. So what is this bubble chart, you know? More than I getting into the discussion, no, I want you guys to guess it. Okay. See, look at the axis. Along the y-axis, what is written? Proximity. Proximity is an English keyword, guys. Whatever you understand, no, English language. Proximity. Along x-axis, what is there? Detectability. Okay. And then every bubble corresponds to a risk in the risk register. Okay. See, I haven't prepared this, but one of my colleagues in EY, he prepared a bubble chart for his client. It was so beautiful, guys. Okay. What exactly happens, you know? The moment you click on a bubble chart, it will navigate us to the corresponding risk in the risk register. Is that clear? The moment you click on a bubble chart, it will navigate to the corresponding risk in the risk register. Are you guys getting it? Like that. So what I want to tell you is all these are different risks in the risk register, my dear friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. Okay. Now you are my CEO. Just imagine for some time you are my CEO. Okay. If you are my CEO and I'm discussing this bubble chart with you for 10 minutes for my project. Okay. Which two risks you will ask me to discuss with you in the interest of time? Which two risks? Because you are going to help me. You are the CEO, right? Which two risks you will ask me to discuss with me?
Where probability is high and impact is high.
3 and 6.
3 and 2.
2 and 3.
3 and 2. 1 and 2.
Sir, what is
So
the dotted
guys,
line indicates?
you check what the dotted line indicates. That's why I kept it as suspense, no? So you check.
2 followed by
Okay.
2 and 3.
Now, so guys, I will tell you one answer. Anyone who have told between 2, 3 and 9, it is the correct answer. Okay. But not anything outside that. Okay. Some people have told 6 also. That is wrong. Okay. I'll tell you why. Because since you guys asked about the dotted line. Now see, what does this dotted line represent? Large bubbles in this area are unacceptable. Why? Because proximity is high, detectability is also high. Okay, detectability high means what? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? This is where the confusion happens. Detectability high means it's bad. I'll tell you why. Because in risk management, no, anything which goes high is bad. Okay, so detectability high means what? That score of detectability is going high. That means what does that mean? It is difficult to detect. Think like that. See, two risks are there, risk 1, risk 2. For risk 1, we are putting a detectability score of 8. For risk 2, we are putting a detectability score of 3. You know which one is more difficult to detect? It is
8.
3. It is 3. That is what I'm telling, guys. Higher the score, more alarming it is. Why? Because we are playing with a product game, my dear friends. Please understand, we are playing with a product game. So higher, the more panic it is. Are you getting that psychology, what I'm telling? Higher, the more panic it is. Is that clear? See, just like investing in stock, don't think about how much money you are earning. That is not a measure of risk. How much money you will lose, like that. So bigger, it is more risky, correct, no? That's the way of putting it. Any questions, guys? Anyone?
Vishak, can you tell again?
Who is there playing games in between? Okay. I understood it is a game. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay, guys, can we continue? What was that?
Can you give me one example of this proximity thing?
Proximity is nearness, simple. Okay. See, in this batch, I cannot tell. No one have scheduled an exam. Okay. Let's say someone in this batch has scheduled your exam for 10th of October. Okay. He's the first person who is going to give the exam. Okay. So that person will have more fear than another person who has scheduled the exam on October 20th. Is that clear? That's it, proximity. Nearness to an event, risk event. Clear? Anything else?
Basically, the higher the score for detectability, the more difficult it is to detect.
Exactly. That's the way of learning it. Whatever in risk higher, the worst it is. Think like that. Clear, everyone?
Vishak, the example you shared at the bottom in green. So detectability 8, that means it is difficult to detect, right? So
not like that. That is what you are telling. No, what the correct thing is, which whenever the number is high, it is difficult. It is panicking. It is alarming. Like that is the way the risk management framework is being designed.
okay. So it was detectable and probability risk is high. So that way.
Yeah. No. Highly easy to detect means it is risk is less. See, out of R1 and R2, which is easy to detect? You people tell me.
R1.
No, that is what I'm telling guys. R2 is easy to detect. Lower the score, it is less alarming. That is what I'm telling guys. Are you understanding? Think in an opposite way, guys. See, you guys know about RPN, correct? How many of you remember about RPN? What is RPN?
The risk priority number.
Risk priority number. What is it? It's a product of
It's a multiplication
probability
of
and
risk control.
probability and impact. Now, in between that, if you introduce detectability also, what will happen? It will deteriorate the score. No, are you getting the basic math out of it? See, if something is alarming, that score product should shoot up. No. Are you getting convinced now?
Yes.
That's it. Okay.
High score that it is a chance that it might go undetected also. Is it that?
Undetected. That's it. Higher, the bad thing. Think like that. Higher, the bad thing. Okay, high score means what? Difficult to detect. Okay. Can we move further? See, you can add as much parameters as you want. I have seen P and I. But you know what? I have seen different other companies, they use one more metric called as nearness. Some other companies, they use detectability. Up to them. In risk, though, nothing is rigid. Is that clear, everyone? Can I move further? Okay. Now, in the next slide, I've got a different example of risk reporting. What it is? This is the red, amber, green. Traffic signal. Many companies, CEOs love this. I am sure. In your company also, the senior management people love this. What is this? Red, amber, green.
RAG rating.
Okay, RAG. Okay. So this is also very easy for a senior manager to ask questions to you. Okay, when you present this slide, you know what happens? The senior management person will not compliment anything. Instead, he will ask, hey, my Vishak, what the hell is happening? What's wrong with this schedule? This is what he will ask. Correct? No? He doesn't have time to compliment for score. But quickly he will tell, oh my God, what the hell is happening with the schedule? Quickly walk me through the schedule slide. Because this is the parent slide. This is the original slide, intro slide. The next slides, 2, 3, 4 are quality, schedule, budget, and scope. So he will tell quickly go to the schedule slide. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions you have? Feel free to ask, guys, if you have any questions.
How does the risk gets calculated through this? How does risk gets reported through this?
Don't worry, there are different ways. Okay, see, this is just a mirror image, a bigger image. Okay, this is actually connected with the risk register. Okay, so you have to decide in the risk register how many risks you have categorized as scope, how many risk is considered as schedule related. This is just a report, 10,000 feet above. How do you do it is up to you, I would say. Clear? Any more questions? Anyone? Feel free to ask.
So is it
Good.
like we are using this color coding to, like highlight what is the impact of the risk to understand?
Yes, this is to bring the attention. See, I told you, guys, you guys are my CEO. Let's say Amitabh is my CEO. So I'm having a meeting with him only for 10 minutes. In that 10 minutes, I want to grab his attention. So what do? We bring this kind of gimmicks. So that in case ultimately bad leaders, what do? They simply blame us. Good leaders, what do? They use that 10 minutes to guide us properly. Is that clear? That is why we are having all this kind of reporting templates. Okay. The previous one is also a reporting template. This is also a reporting template. Clear, everyone? That's it. Okay. Now on the screen, guys, can you see some 4 different questions as quiz? I prefer not to discuss these questions now. Is that clear? We'll discuss it on next week. Let me see how many of you guys are sincerely going through that quiz and reminding me. Okay. We'll go through it quickly. For the time being, we will not go through the quiz. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions you guys have?
What do we call this template? Sorry.
This is RAG, red, amber, green. Different names are there, okay? See, risk management, no, it is highly subjective. Don't put a fixed name, okay? Some companies, you know what, they call this kind of meetings as project health review meetings, health checkup meetings, run to red meetings, run to red. Because we discuss only on the red actions in those kind of meetings. There are different names. Is that clear, everyone? Can I move further?
Yeah.
Now this entire topic I'm skipping, guys, because somewhere or other I've told you about incremental delivery, all those concepts, MVP, everything we discussed. Okay. So you also don't have to go through. Don't worry. Okay. Now I'll move to slide number 56 on the screen. Everyone, please listen. I will move to slide number 56 on the screen. What does the slide number 56 tell? Manage communication. Okay. See, guys, please understand we are in a situation right now where we are done with scope, cost, schedule, procurement, risk, quality. Correct? No? This much is over, I think. Okay. Now the next vertical we are going to attack is communication. Okay. Now, let me tell you the truth, guys. Okay. This is not my data. This is properly coming from PMI based on research from thousands of project managers. What does that data tell you? Almost 80% of the reasons projects fail, right? Many projects fail. Out of that, 80% of the reasons for project failure is communication. Okay, some way or other, okay, whatever you are telling, I'm not understanding. Whatever I am telling, the institute people are not understanding. Like that at all. Communication is a main issue. Not promptly communicating, not communicating the right way to the right people. This is where majority of the projects fail. Okay, and also point number 2. Do you know what is the percentage of time ideally a project manager spends on communication?
90%.
Percentage of time. 90%. Almost 90% of time a project manager spends in communication. What does that mean? It doesn't mean that, of course, a project manager is busy with his calendar. His calendar is full of meetings, okay? But that doesn't mean only meetings is communication. Let's say in an 8-hour day of a project manager, half an hour he got, no meetings. So if you go and ask him, hey, buddy, what are you doing? He will tell, I'm preparing a presentation for tonight. I'm meeting with the sponsor. This is what he will tell. Is that clear? So even that is part of communication, preparing a presentation. Now, are you getting it? Almost 90% of the time, a project manager spends in communication. Is that clear? Okay. So that is a very important skill set for a project manager in real life. But how about PMP? In PMP, I would say not much important topic. Why? Because communication is more of an art or a talent than a theory, to be very honest. Simply getting PMP certified is not going to make you a successful project manager. I've told you before also. You have to communicate properly. You have to use this kind of things, what we are learning here in your real projects. Okay, that's it. Okay, everywhere communication is there. When we finish the procurement topic also, we spoke about discussing with the vendors, finalizing the contract. In risk also, do you think you become a master of Monte Carlo simulation will make you a successful project manager? No, it's about facilitating, organizing prompt-based workshops, using a workshop to narrow down to the probability and impact properly. That is where you have to show your chart. Is that clear, everyone? Now, let's get into this topic, guys. So my request again is this topic is less important for the PMP. Okay. Before we get into this topic, no, I want to tell you, this is a hot news. Okay, what I'm telling. Okay, hot news, not hot news. Now we are in September. Okay, some students from my March, April month. Okay, when they cleared PMP, they told me they got a formula-based question. Okay, that topic was there in the PMP curriculum in 2019 and before, and they have deleted it. But I don't know why they got a question in March 2025. But anyway, I'll clarify it, guys. Okay, that formula is, I think some of you guys know. Let me see who all know. Okay, number of communication channels. Who knows the answer of this?
N into n minus 1 divided by 2.
N into n minus 1 divided by 2. Very good. Okay, Parish. So he told it very correctly. Okay, this is that formula. Don't get scared. Oh my God, a new formula. I don't love formulas. Like that, don't start thinking too much. Okay, very simple formula. Okay, in fact, we all have learned this formula. Trust me. I don't want to say we all have learned. Our school teachers have taught this formula. Okay, everyone. There are almost 90 participants listening. 90 participants. I'm 101% sure that your school teachers have taught you this formula in 10th grade or in 9th grade. You have forgotten it. That's it. Okay. So what does this formula tell you, guys? Okay. Imagine there are two people. If there are two people, what is the number of channel between the two people? Only one. Okay. If there are three people, what will happen? Then the number of communication channel becomes 3. But what if there are 4 people? Do you think the number of communication channels will become 4? No. 5. It will become 6. Okay. How much it will become? 6. How it becomes 6? You plug in here, guys. You'll understand. 4 times. Let me use black color.
And n minus 1 by 2.
4 times 4 minus 1, 3. Divided
4
by
multiplied by 3. Divided by 2.
6. That's it. Count, guys. You'll understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's it. Is that clear? Now in school days, where you have learned this formula, do you remember? Exact question, exact formula.
Permutation combination.
Factorial.
That is fine. But what is a typical question which comes in the exam? Everyone, I have dealt with a variety of syllabus. Don't tell me I belong to a very weird syllabus not there in the world. Okay, I've taken IGC. Handshakes. Ashok have told the truth. Handshake. Okay, I've dealt with CBSE syllabus, ICSE syllabus, international syllabus. Okay, US based syllabus. Everything I've studied. Okay, it's my passion. Okay. So before PMP, I was more into calculus and organic chemistry. Okay, so I love this. Okay, so what Ashok told is a proper example. Okay, number of handshakes. Okay, this is a question. Imagine 10 people are assembling for a birthday party. Okay, what is the number of handshakes possible? Easy, 45. Is that clear? Everyone handshake with every other person. Is that clear? That's it. Now, I'm not sure, guys, it's my responsibility to explain this formula to you people, but the chances that this formula question will come is less. But just note it down. Is that clear? Can I move on? They will tell a question, okay? Imagine you're a project manager. You've got 7 people in your team. So what is the total number of communication channels? So you have to count yourself also. 7 people in a team plus you. You're also a human being, no? So total the count of the people is 8. Don't forget that. Just don't pick up 7. Is that clear? Yeah. So I'm moving further, guys. Next is, can you see the title? What is the title of this presentation? Communication Management Plan. See, what I want to tell you is, throughout our curriculum, there were a lot of instances when there was management plans. But I conveniently skipped those slides. Okay. But communication management plan, I'm going to spend some time. Why? Because this is a management plan which I have literally used in my projects. Okay. Because I worked in 3 organizations. Okay. In 2 of my organizations, I have used communication management plan. Okay. So the first one is in Ingersoll Rand in manufacturing. Okay. where I was working as a new product development program manager. So being a program manager at a time, at least 2 to 3 projects was there in my plate. Okay, 2 to 3 projects. Okay, so every project has got its own meetings, my dear friends. See, for example, I'm not telling everything applicable here, but executive steering committee meeting was there, status meeting was there, status report sending was there, newsletter was there. Are you getting? All these things were there. Okay, let me pick up one of them, guys. Okay, can you understand here this first one, executive steering committee meeting? What does it tell? It happens on first Wednesday of each month. Okay, so today we are in the month of September. Okay, October also this meeting will happen. November also this meeting will happen. But what is a proactive gesture from my side I can do? I'll create a dummy event calendar. Okay, dummy event. Okay, why? Because I don't want I to plan anything or you people to plan anything on that executive steering committee meeting date. Medical emergency is fine, but simply going with our family outing like that and all, you should not plan during that time. Why, guys? Because if I do like that, then getting this executive steering committee people in a subsequent week is a Herculean task. I would say impossible task, because it is something which has been set as a rhythm. Okay, so if I say tomorrow I'm not available, can we have it next week? Gone. So people at our level, it is fine, but big guys, their calendar is very busy. I'm not telling they're arrogant or rude, because I've got, big CEOs and all, their calendar gets blocked for 6 months to 1 year. Next to what they are going to do, which all meetings they are going to attend. Like that and all, it gets blocked for a year. Okay, so we need to plan well in advance and block. Are you getting the first why, what I'm telling? Second why, let's say first Wednesday of each month. Okay, like that. Okay, so let's say today when I check our September calendar, okay, first Wednesday of the September month is 3rd of September. Okay, so let's say 3rd of September, this meeting is happening. Are you guys listening? 3rd of September. That doesn't mean I can switch on my laptop and 3rd of September, I can attend this meeting. Unfortunately, I am a project manager. 3rd of September, this meeting happens means, what does that mean? By 1st of September, at least I should have shared the deck with the senior management people. Are you able to digest what I'm telling? 1st of September, at least I should have shared the deck. Now, will the deck come just like that? No. I should prepare the contents for the deck. So I should be prepared with the contents for the deck at least by last week of August. Are you guys with me? Now, if I want the contents for the deck by last week of August, let's say, let me pick up some date, let's say 30th of August. Okay, I should reach out to my team members. See, I am never ever an individual contributor. I've told you, project manager is never an individual contributor. He is a team contributor. So if you want some report by 30th of August, then I should have reached out to my team members at least by 25th of August. Does that make sense, guys? I need to give some time for the team members also. Is that clear? So this much I have to work backwards. And once that meeting is over on 3rd of September, can I go back to my work? Some other work? No. 4th of September, I have to circulate the minutes of meeting. Around the 10th of September, I have to follow up with those people who are action owners. There may be some actions out of every meeting, correct? That is why it is called as minutes of meeting. So I have to follow up with those action owners who are, what I would say, accountable for some actions. Is that completed? Is that done? Like that I have to ask them. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions you guys have, feel free to ask me. That much important it is. Okay. So this is the basic document which I check, guys, whenever I start my work in a day. Whether I was with EY, whether I was with Ingersoll Rand. But in Ola, it was not much applicable because the situation was a little bit chaotic, haphazard, random. So this kind of meetings are not relevant. Okay, but in other two companies, it was very, very relevant. Okay, that is why I confidently tell 90% of job of a project manager revolves around this slide. Any questions anyone have? Feel free to ask.
So Vishak, apart from these 5 columns which we have mentioned, any also additional columns which we generally
up to you. This is just a template, guys. Okay, you just ask ChatGPT. Say I'm preparing a communication management plan. What all things I should keep in mind? Okay, so I can say link, Tejas. Since you asked about this, it just came to my mind. Link to the repository. You can add one more section. So what happens now? There you can add the link, okay, the drive links, okay. For example, minutes of meeting, okay, minutes of meeting of the executives, that will be stored in some link. Status meeting, that will be stored in a different link. You can add the names of the people. You can add their power and interest. A lot of things you can add. Sky is the limit. See, that is why, guys, I told you we don't give templates in the PMP trainings. The moment we give templates, no, our brain gets wired to that. That's what exactly happened, Tejas, in your case. Okay, so don't look at this template. Okay,
I was asking from the perspective of in generally PMP sort of questions, or in PMP, from what perspective we have seen that many a times they give an option that, oh, check communication management plan to handle this. So those type of situations.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, whenever there is a problem related to missing meeting invites, okay, or missing minutes of meeting documents, that means it is related to communication management plan. But listen to me again. But what if someone tells that I don't get this report? I'm not getting this report. I need access to this report also, this minutes of meeting also. Then it is not related to communications. That is related to stakeholder engagement. We'll talk about it in second half, okay, today. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, just that's it. Okay. Please understand, okay, there is a difference between communication and engagement. Both are not same. Okay. What you want to know only I will share. What is not wanted for you, I will not share. Like that, when you tell to someone that is not related to communication, that is related to engagement. Are you getting? That's it. So shall we move further, my dear friends? Next is about the communication methods. Okay, hope you don't have any questions in the previous slides. Next is about communication methods. Okay, so on the screen, guys, you can see 3 different keywords. Can you see 3 different keywords? What is it? Push, pull, and interactive. Okay, so what is the difference, guys, between push, pull, and interactive? Let's start. Okay, guess.
Push is just
Push is
imposing your opinion
instructive
on somebody.
orders.
Directive. Push is like directive ordering.
Push, exactly. Push is like not ordering and all. Push is like you are sending an. It's not about ordering or commanding. Sending an email. Okay, sending an email. That is what is push.
Pull is
Okay.
getting data from repository, accessing from SharePoint.
Not exactly.
Pull is on demand.
Asking questions.
Asking for updates, getting information on someone. You should question.
Pull is like we are pulling someone for the topic which is not too relevant for him. And
what is that? Pull is?
Pull is like we are pulling someone who is the topic is not relevant, but we are pulling in this topic, or maybe the risk which is not relevant to him. But we are trying to pull him for his
like that.
opinion.
It is not about conversation, guys. I'll tell you. Okay, so the first thing, push is more about email and a WhatsApp message. Keep it simple. We are talking about methods. Okay, when you send a WhatsApp message to someone in your phone, what happens? Push notification. If someone is keep on messaging you, what you can do? You can disable the push notification for everything. 5 minutes message. I'm not telling you hate that person, but you prefer to check that person's message sometime later, or a group. So what do? You disable push notification. So are you getting what you mean by push? Some sort of message or a WhatsApp or an email which comes. Okay. What about pull? YouTube is a pull. No one is pushing you anything. I know in YouTube there is notification, but what do? We go and search. I need to learn how to cook this. I need to learn driving, like that and all. So what do? You search in YouTube and you pull a video. Pull means you don't literally pull it. You click on a particular video and start watching it. That is what is called as pull. Are you getting that feeling, guys? So looking at a dashboard is also pull. I think one of you guys have typed it. Okay, see, Sushma have typed it. Looking at a dashboard is pull. See, when I look at a dashboard, I will look at one data. When you look at dashboard, you look at a different data. Whatever you are pulling is different.
So
Is that clear?
mostly a knowledge-driven thing we can say as pull.
The point is the information is being requested by someone. Okay, see SharePoint site. Okay, see, again, there is an example properly. I don't have typed it. Okay, so uploading a minutes of meeting in a SharePoint site, and whoever needed can look at that SharePoint site. What it is? Pull. See, what does Star Agile do? they upload the recordings, correct? Do you think they sent an email every day? Last Sunday, the session recording got updated in the SharePoint site. Sorry, Google Drive. Did you get an email or a WhatsApp message? No. But whoever was missing last Sunday's session, they would have pulled the recordings from the SharePoint site. Sorry, from the Google Drive. Are you getting the difference, guys? The needy person pulls it from a central location. It can be a SharePoint, it can be a Google Drive, it can be a public platform, whatever. Okay. What about the third one? Interactive. What we are having right now is interactive. You are not following a pre-recorded session. You are getting a chance to interact with me live. You can interrupt me. Vishak, I didn't understand. Sorry to interrupt. Can you please go back to the previous slide? Like that you guys can ask me. It's an interactive session. Clear? That's it. Now, I'm going to tell you an important thing, my dear friends. Push, pull, and interactive. Okay. When it comes to, problem solving, listen to me carefully. When it comes to problem solving, don't resort to push or pull. Always choose interactive. Whenever there is a debate, whenever there is an argument, whenever you have to solve a problem, whenever people are emotionally down, are you listening to all these 4 situations I'm telling? Problem solving, whenever you are negotiating, whenever there is an argument, whenever people are emotionally down, in all these cases, don't go with push or pull. Come on, guys, let's be proud. In 2025 September, when I talk to you people, our jobs are safe. When I say our jobs are safe, I always tell PM jobs are safe. Why do I tell like that confidently? Because we are having some traits which only human beings can do. Business analyst jobs, any of your title is business analyst, operations manager, operations leader, gone, guys. By 2030, we don't need. For every 1,000 business analysts, we need only 1 guy. But that is not the case of project managers. We still need emotionally sensitive project managers who can talk to people. Is that clear? Any questions you guys have? So this is very, very important, guys, what I've told you. Situationally in the PMP exam, prefer those options which are more inclined to interactive than sending a report, sending an email. Is that clear? Any questions?
That's one thing, Vishak. When we have the negotiation, we should not push the communication like if we are getting restricted.
No. See, what you are thinking about push is different from what I am telling about push. Push means sending an email, sending a message. That is what is push. It's not about pushing someone, forcing someone. Don't get to that mean. When do we use push? Whenever you want to send a weekly report. Let's say a car's performance, how it is. Weekly, you're sending a report. So that comes as a push notification. Are you clear? But everyone don't need it. Okay. But what about pull communication? Today's session, someone missed it. Will you go through today's recording again? I don't think so. If you guys are listening, actively coming in the video, you don't have to go through the recording again. But if one of you guys have to just drop off now from the session, then they will pull the recording from the Google Drive. That's it. Any questions, anyone? Quick. Quick, guys.
Vishak, just before we move, can you just repeat that last sentence? What you said? When we are in conflict, debate.
Think. First of all, think common sense. Okay, logically. Whenever we are in a conflict, whenever we are arguing, okay, whenever we are negotiating with someone, okay, can you reduce the price? This much is too high, like that and all. Or when the people are emotionally down, okay, that person, company is in the verge of layoff, company is in the verge of shutdown. Okay, at all these juncture where your mouth is more important than computer typing. Are you getting simple? That is why I'm confident our jobs are going to be evergreen. We have to talk. Pick up the phone call and talk. Pick up the phone and talk, or get into a meeting, or go in person and talk. Okay. See, when I was in manufacturing, it was almost a big factory. Okay, I literally used to go to people's, department and talk, because when you call, also that message won't be conveyed properly.
Correct.
Okay, that's it. About push. That's about interactive.
Got it. Thank you.
See, Abhishek have typed that exact keyword which I was about to tell. Okay, Gemba walk. Okay, Gemba walk is a The process Gemba means it's a Japanese keyword, which means the place where the work is happening. That is what it means. Okay. So in case of press reporting, the place where an event is happening. Okay. In case of a factory where the production exactly happens, that is what we call as the Gemba. Check the chat, guys. So we literally have to go to the place where the work is happening and talk to the people rather than sending an email. Is that clear? That's the best way of communication. Any questions, anyone? Okay. Can we move further? Communication is over, guys. Okay. I told you it is a very, very important perspective or characteristics for a project manager, but for the PMP only this much. Okay. Rest is your talent. Okay. Whatever I told you, if you understood it is well and good, you will become a successful project manager. Okay. But if you just note down something, you may clear PMP, but successful in a project, I'm not sure. Did you get the diplomacy, what I'm telling? What all we discussed so far, use in the right way. Okay. So with your permission, I'm moving to the next topic, guys. What is the next topic telling? Stakeholder engagement. So stakeholder engagement, another very, very important topic. See, communication is important. Okay. Same is the case with stakeholder engagement, guys. Okay. In fact, I would say stakeholder engagement is more important than communication. Okay. And first of all, when I say stakeholder, don't connect it with your definition of stakeholder. I told you, what do you mean by stakeholder? Anyone who is getting affected by the project or can affect my project in a good way or in a bad way. Is that clear? Getting affected or can affect my project in a good way or in a bad way. That is the definition of a stakeholder. Okay. When you look at that perspective, what is that I told you? Client is a stakeholder. Okay. Team members are my stakeholder. Okay. My family members are my stakeholder. Government regulations, regulatory body, which are going to inspect our project outcome, they are also my stakeholder. Are you guys getting it, everyone? Okay. So that is what it means, guys. Okay. Everyone we have to engage with the right level of engagement. Are you getting the introduction, what I'm telling? Very, very important. If Tata Motors have to replace their complete factory from West Bengal to Gujarat, only one reason: poor stakeholder engagement, not to hurt anyone. Is that clear? You didn't understand the sentiment of the key stakeholders in that particular state. That is why you have to relocate the complete factory and move to another city. Is that clear? So see the definition what Murali have put in the chat. Very, very important. Anyone who is directly or indirectly associated or affected by the project. Either he is contributing to my project or my project is contributing to his life or harming that person. That is what we call as stakeholder engagement. Clear? Any questions you have? Nothing? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on, guys, with this intro. Okay. Now, what I want to tell you is, I told you previous slide itself, but I'm just re-clarifying. Stakeholders can be anyone. It can be sponsors, it can be your team members, it can be their functional managers, it can be client, it can be the family members, it can be a third-party inspection agency. Everyone is a stakeholder. Clear? Now, the first document we are going to discuss related to stakeholder engagement is stakeholder register. Are you guys ready? What is the first document? Stakeholder register. Okay. Now, regarding this stakeholder register, guys, see, we all belong to a very good generation where we got a chance to see a directory in our life, correct? During our childhood days. But today, today generation kids haven't seen a directory. Okay. So directory means where you have the name, email address, phone number, what is the company it is all about, like that and all. It's a document which is a ready reckoner in case you want to call someone, in case you want to reach out to someone. Correct? That is what is a directory. Okay. Just like that, for our project, we do maintain a directory. Okay. Like Abhishek have told about Yellow Pages, directory is a stakeholder register. Okay. Now, in the stakeholder register, guys, please understand, I want you guys to be honest to yourself, guys, now. Okay. Don't do any cheating. I'm going to ask you a very interesting question. Okay. On the screen, you can see different columns, correct? Name, designation, department, role. No, Nishan, don't come close to the screen, okay? Stay wherever you are, okay? And try to read these two texts which are here. Don't come close, don't zoom the screen. Who all are able to read it?
Second one is influence.
Influence and interest.
Interest and influence. Okay, that's it, guys. Okay, my purpose was to check how many of you guys have got a good eyesight. Is that clear? So some people told it very quickly. It's an interest and influence. Okay, now I'll zoom the screen, guys. Okay, whenever you capture information about stakeholders in the stakeholder register, please do capture one more perspective. What is that one more perspective? Interest and influence. How do we capture it? You guys will ask me. That is what is a talent. That is what is the art. PMP doesn't help you. You have to observe. I spoke to this guy today morning. I think he's not happy with the project going on right now. Something. Okay. Or he will tell, hey, I spoke to this guy in the morning. He was really happy and enthusiastic related to the project progress. I could see the happiness in his eyes. Are you getting the two explanations what I told you? Can an AI tool do it? No. Only an emotionally sensitive project manager can do it. Is that clear? That's it. Okay. So what is the purpose of capturing this? Now you will ask, what is the purpose of capturing it? Because whenever we talk to see, I may know, okay, see this guy is a little bit, introvert. Okay, this guy is very talkative. Okay, we should, if you don't have half an hour, don't get into a call with this guy. Like that, I may know. But a new guy may not know it. So what is this purpose of the stakeholder register capturing interest and influence? You just give a persona, a profile of that person also. Okay. Don't ask me how do we do it. It is an art or a talent. Okay. So what is the purpose of this document, guys? Imagine a new team member came to our team, or I am getting replaced by another project manager. You should know, right? Who should be contacted for what purpose? Who is interested with the project? Who is not interested with the project, etc., etc. That is the purpose of this stakeholder register. Simple. Okay. Can I move on further? Okay. Now the next slide, what I'm right now, guys, can you see the slide title? What is the slide title? Stakeholder engagement assessment metrics. Very important. What is that? Stakeholder engagement assessment metrics. Super important. Okay. So what does this tells you, guys? Okay. When we have different kinds of stakeholders, I observe each and every person in this batch also. Okay. And I tell, okay, some opinion about that people. But I'm not happy with that opinion. Okay, I prefer something else from that person. Are you getting, guys? Hey, this guy seems not interested. Okay, last week he was in the video full time. He was asking questions and all. But today he is very silent. Did you hear my opinion? Currently, that person is very silent. So what I want from that person should be engaging, ask meaningful questions. So I will try something. I'll ask, what happened? Do you have any concerns? Like that and all. So that I try to motivate that person. Okay, so for every person, there is a current state, my dear friends. There is a C for what? Note it down. C for current state. And D for, anyone knows? Desired state. Okay, C for current and D for desired. Okay, so what do? We categorize it. What you can understand from the stakeholder one, my dear friends, the stakeholder one is currently unaware. But my desire is that he should be supportive. The stakeholder two is currently neutral. But my desire is that he should be supportive. Did you get it, guys, what I'm telling?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's it, guys. Okay. Now, this is an art or a talent. I told you, there is no logic. Don't ask me, how do you do that? Okay. We observe. Okay. I understand that one person from this batch is currently neutral. But I want everyone in this batch to be supportive or, in fact, leading towards the end of the session. Okay. So, my desire is they should be, go on mute, guys. Okay. They should be interactive. Is that clear? So, over a period of time. But no project manager in the world want any stakeholder to be unaware or resistant. Is that clear? So our aim is to migrate people from these two quadrants to any of these quadrants. Is that clear, everyone?
Where would legal team would come here? Like who do the audits, right? And should be neutral.
Legal team should be neutral. Good question. We are going to discuss about it next slide. There's just a placeholder slide, okay? Legal team, compliance team, they have to be neutral. I don't want them to be supportive. I don't want them to be resistive. I want them to be neutral. That itself is, by God's grace, a great thing. Clear? Yeah. So let's discuss this, okay? I think you will understand more about the stakeholder engagement assessment metrics. But before that, no, let's hear from Deepika. Yeah. What is it?
Vishak, when this engagement assessment matrix is prepared?
Throughout the project. That is my simple answer. Okay. See, today, last week also, Deepika, you attended the session. Okay. That time you were neutral. Today also I will observe you. Are you asking questions? Or are you angry? Are you resistant? No, Vishak, I'm not understanding. Can you please repeat? Like that. Okay. Like that, when you tell her, that means you are a little bit resistant. Okay. So you have to do it on an ongoing basis. Ongoing basis means maybe once in a 2 weeks, once in a month. Okay. Like that you have to. There is no particular rhythm. Are you getting it, guys, everyone? That is what is called as this stakeholder engagement assessment matrix. And we have to keep doing it, guys, every now and then. Okay. Sometimes people may get promoted. Sometimes people may be pulled from a current project to some other project. So if you don't keep engaging them very often, if you don't check the pulse of the people, you may miss some key information. Are you getting? So on the screen, my dear friends, I'm showing you a different table. People who didn't understand totally, don't worry. I'll clarify in this particular slide. Everyone listen. Okay. So on this particular slide, can you see a table here? The CFO is, 1 minute, guys. Something is cooking in the kitchen. Okay, I'm not able to talk. So I was telling. So what I was telling, guys, okay, so the chief financial officer or the sponsor is currently leading. Leading means what? Do you know one thing, guys? There is a difference between supportive and leading. Very basic English, guys, what is written on the screen. Don't complicate things. This is applicable in our family life also. Okay, I want to democratize project management. I've told you before also. Simple thing. Someone who is neutral means what? They are the people who will tell, see, Vishak, whatever you do, let me know what support you need from me. I can do that. Like that. That is what is neutral people. They will not harm you. They will not be so much supporting you. Okay. As and when you need something, they will guide you properly. What about supportive? They are like, let's do it, Vishak. Okay. In case you need any assistance from my side, please feel free to let me know. Okay. I can help you at any point of time. Are you getting that level of enthusiasm? What about leading? Hey, Vishak, what's happening with our project? Where are we? How many rejections are there? Have we become profitable? Okay. What actions are pending from the other team members? Let me know. I can follow up. Are you getting the tone of difference, what I'm telling? The last character, what I told is leading. He's very, very supportive. He's shouldering me. Okay. In fact, when I'm standing and slightly I'm taking a back step, he's coming to the front and leading the project. Okay. He's having the same pain and sensitiveness of the project just like I am having. Are you getting that level of charisma I'm giving to a leading personality? Everyone? No need to note it down. Just immerse it in your mind. Okay. Think of your family members when you do a house construction, when you are building your dream house, who all are supportive, who are all neutral, who are all leading, who all are resistant. Obviously, no? Family life also. Why do you want a new house now? And they will tell. Correct? That is what is resistant. Okay. So are you getting it, guys? Everyone, what I'm telling? Okay. Now, CFO is currently leading. Okay. Secondly, Chief Executive Officer. Okay. Currently, that fellow is neutral. But I don't want it to be neutral. I'm doing a project for my company. I want that CEO to be supportive. If I just shout like this, will it happen? No. I have to see what happened. Why he is just neutral. Am I missing some key metrics which he love? Let me tell you one secret, guys. When you make steering committee presentation, when you make presentation to senior management people, first you observe what fancy metrics they love. And try to cook up a story. I'm not telling cook up a story. I'm story to tell like that. Try to rephrase your story in an example. Using a metric which they would love to hear. Okay. Recently, what happens? No, I have noticed this trend among CEOs. Okay. Some CEOs, they love to hear about sustainability. If you come up with a metrics related to sustainability, means cutting trees, reducing carbon footprint, or social responsibility, they love. Oh yeah, what were you telling, Vishak? Like that they will tell. Some other leaders, you know what? When you inject some keywords like artificial intelligence, blockchain, they were like, oh wow, tell more about it. Are you getting, guys, how the world is moving on these days? They are having an inclination towards some metric. So what you should do? You should design your presentation in such a way that those metrics are catchy for them. Okay. Is that clear, everyone? Okay. Now, see here. Users of the new system. What is that currently I have put? My opinion is they are currently resistant. Let me tell you this particular section. I have literally worked in one of my projects, guys. First of all, I want you people to understand this is not a pure theoretical topic. See, you guys all will hear clear PMPM, 101% sure. Okay, there are almost 90 participants here. All the 90 participants, forget the laggards. At least 80 participants will clear PMP just like this in the month of October or November. But clearing PMP is not the thing. Will you be using all these things, whatever we are learning here? This is not something which is theoretical. Over, I have done some certification. Now I'm back to my work. It's not like that. You have to use all these things, guys. Are you getting? So this one I've literally used. Okay, what is that, guys? I'm telling. Can you see here? What is the users of the new system currently resistant? See, think very common sense, guys. Any new application which we are introducing, or any new software rollout which is coming, or just understand. In our house, no, we are changing the position of our study table, office table. For work from home, no, we are having a location. When we change it, no, we'll have some
resistance.
Human mind is like that, guys. By default, we are in complacent mode. I don't want to tell we are in lazy mode. We are in complacent. We love complacency. Who doesn't love complacency, guys? Unless you are a strong entrepreneur. Okay, business people, they have less complacency, I've seen. Okay, they love to explore new things. But otherwise, we all are stuck in a complacency middle class trap. Okay, at least you guys I appreciate because you have taken a step to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, that's the time you get to relax. But you guys are tolerating my sessions, no? That means you are ready to get out of your complacency and ready to upskill. Okay, but otherwise, every human being have got a complacency behavior. Okay, so they all will be resistant. Okay, see, this is, I'm telling a proper example, my dear friends. You know what? One thing, guys, I've done a project in my first company. That project was to migrate, okay, a software called as MFG Pro. Okay, there was a software called as MFG Pro in my first company. Okay, that software was replaced by Oracle. This was the project I was working. Okay, it was a 16-month project, and I was not a technical project manager. I was into the people outreach project management. Okay, so what happens, no? Initially, when the CEO put forward an announcement that we are moving forward to Oracle from MFG Pro, what our team did, you know, guys, this is a real example I'm telling. Our team pushed a pulse survey. Okay, when we pushed a pulse survey, almost 80% of the people, you know what they expressed? No. Why should we migrate? What's wrong with MFG Pro? We are happy. We are very, very comfortable. We are expert in MFG Pro. They were crying. But can I tell this to my CEO, boss? People are not happy with the migration. Let's not do it. Whether if I tell, what he will tell? Okay, Vishal, you go home. Okay. Thank you so much for your service so far. Better you go home. That is what he will tell me. Correct? But my mission is to make these people currently who are 80% unhappy over a period of time. It was a 16-month project, I told you, right? So almost in the 8th month, 9th month or something, I can make them happy. Time is there. Okay. So that was the mission, guys. Are you getting it, guys? Currently, they were resistant. Sorry, which one, guys? Currently, they were resistant, but over a period of time, I have to make them supported. Did you understand, guys, this simple problem statement which I'm telling? Now, this template doesn't tell you how to move from C to D. I repeat, this template doesn't tell you how to move from C to D. I'm sorry to tell. PMP will not teach you. That should be a hidden talent or a art. It won't come for everyone. I'm sorry to disappoint you people. Right now, there are 80 and 90 people listening. Probably only 40 people have that talent. What to do? These all won't be covered in any certification, but I can share my experience. Okay, what is that experience? This is a mission given to me. 80% survey result was sad. Okay, but what we did, guys, the project management team, we tried different cheap tricks. Let me tell you, we tried different cheap tricks, literally. Okay, one trick which we tried was, motivate people to enroll in training programs, not the PMP training, migration training. So we announced, whichever person is completing the entire training module first, they're eligible for a Amazon cash voucher, like that. We introduced a campaign. Okay, so what happened, when we introduced this campaign, do you think we were successful? We were not successful. You know why? I learned from mistake. Why? Because who got that Amazon gift vouchers, the people who were relatively jobless. Sorry to tell, if you belong to that category, some companies, what happens? They'll be there in the system. They'll be there in every meeting. They'll be responding to every email. But what are they contributing? I don't know. Is that clear? Relatively free. You will see them for every cultural programs, any get together, everywhere. They'll be there in the front end for any extra corporate activity. Are you getting, guys? But they have got a title and role in the organization. So those people completed training first. Is it going to help me in any way? I want the hardworking people to complete the training. Okay, so I'm telling my first aim of introducing Amazon voucher was partially successful. Okay, second thing, what happened, aligning at the senior management level. That is what we tried. So I had separate meetings with the head of engineering, head of procurement, head of product management, like that and all, telling why this transformation from MFG Pro to Oracle is important, how it will benefit your respective department. Can you please ensure your entire department completes training in so-and-so date? Like that, I got a date from the management. Okay. Plus, we offered something else. If your department is completing training first, entire department, let's say engineering have got 150 engineers. Okay. If the 150 engineers are completing training first, then their team outing is on me. Means not from my pocket, from my project budget, I will allocate some amount for team outing. Is that clear, guys, what I'm telling? Pure politics, guys, lobbying, nothing wrong. Is that clear? For your success of the project, you can do any cheap tricks. This is what I tell. Okay, guys. So this is trick number 2. Now, that also didn't work effectively, my dear friends. But what worked effectively, in between all this project execution, we have a support at, support at this project. There was a specific email ID which was created. Okay. So we used to get a lot of angry, frustrating emails from the employees. Almost 2,000 employees were there. Okay. So we get a lot of escalation emails from the employees. Okay. But one email, not one, guys, 4 or 5 emails, they were frustrating emails only, but they had a little bit of positivity in it. What was that? Most of the emails were related to this, what is it? This software we don't want to do. That was the purpose of this email. Okay. But few emails were telling that we are using the software, but the software is fetching data from wrong places. It is taking so much time to reflect data. Like that and all, we got some feedbacks. Okay. So on one side, I was happy. Even if it was a negative feedback, I was happy. What was that?
They have started using
People are using. Non-responsiveness is the worst, guys. Are you getting it? If you don't understand, you tell me you don't understand. I tell this in my sessions. Come in the video. See, I'm telling I've got a system here. Okay, this is one screen which I'm having. This one. Okay, this is one screen and this is another screen. Okay, so even if I'm traveling, I've taken that screen. Okay, why? Because I love that engagement. Okay, even if you're not understanding, it will be clear from your faces, at least from the few people who are there in the video. Okay, so response is very, very important. So even if they didn't like it, they responded. Is that clear? So what we did, that response, I deep dived into it. Okay, we had separate one-to-one call with those email owners. Okay, so they told some positive feedbacks. Okay, this is good, but it is picking up data from the wrong data point, like that. But what we did, this is good, like that they told, that we edited beautifully. We didn't ask them to repeat and all. Candidly, we edited it properly. And that we pushed in our intranet, not the Facebook, Instagram or something. We have got an internal social media platform. In that, we pushed it. So what happened? A lot of people watched those Small, it's a 10 seconds, 15 seconds glimpse. Okay, a lot of people watched. So earlier, my team was begging to people, hey, when have you completed the training? When are you ready for the next training calendar? Like that. Now people started messaging us. When is the next training in our city? Like that. So what happened here? Something which they were initially resistant, they understand the why. Some of the good employees, they told, okay, these are the benefits of the migration. Okay, so one of the employees told, okay, earlier it used to take 2 hours for a report to come. Now after the Oracle ERP, it takes only 8 minutes. Are you getting it, guys? This was not an advertisement that employee told. Another employee told, earlier they used to, before going home, let's say 7 p.m. they go home, they generate a query for a report. They get the report the very next day morning only. That means it takes almost 8 to 10 hours for the report to come. But now in this new Oracle system, they are getting the report in 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Like that, they told. I didn't tell. See, when I tell no, people are clearing PMP, you won't believe. But when you check in LinkedIn, or when you hear, many of you guys are joining this session through reference, correct? So when you hear from your references, you feel more confident. Are you getting it, guys, everyone, what I'm telling? So this worked really well. So over a period of time, trust me, guys, this is not a theoretical one, okay? 80% people were frustrated. Now, after some 10 months, when we did the survey again, almost 70% people were happy. Now you'll wonder, oh my God, Vishak, only 70%. What about the 30%? I would say, I don't care. Is that clear? We should have that stand, guys. We cannot make everyone happy. I've told you before also, correct? If you want to make everyone happy, then what we should do?
Sell the ice cream.
Sell ice cream. I've told you, no, not me told, Steve Jobs have told. Stop being a leader and start selling ice creams. This is what he has told. So that 30% is fine. What I noticed about the profile is they are laggards. You know, some keyword I keep using in my session, laggards and pioneers. Pioneers are the people who believe in me and they schedule the exam the very next day after the training gets over, exam prep gets over. Laggards are the people who keep telling excuses to themselves. They won't schedule the exam. I'm promising, guys, okay, beat me, okay, in this data, okay. In this batch, if there are 90 people listening, there are 9 to 10 laggards. They will not schedule the exam. They will have some sort of excuses. Is that clear? So one of the signs of the laggard, you know what? Till this moment, they would not have applied. I told you there is nothing harm in applying. Please go ahead and apply like that, okay? But they are waiting for some magical intervention from God to apply. It won't happen. Is that clear? Are you getting the message what I'm telling? Better apply early. Okay, next week, at least when I come to this batch, no, 100% you should have applied. In that case, I can expect the laggards percentage can come down. Are you clear, guys? The 30% are the laggards. We can't do anything. That's it. So are you getting the beautiful tool, guys? Stakeholder engagement assessment metrics. This is not a theory. This is used in mega projects, big construction projects, big metro projects. People use this. Okay. Now look at this, guys. Okay, internal audit and external audit. I'll quickly wrap up and we'll split for a break. Internal, sorry, not architect. Internal audit, guys. Can you look at this? Internal audit is currently neutral. This is what earlier one of you guys asked. What should we do with legal, regulation, audit people and all? Being neutral itself is great thing. Don't expect more from them. Are you getting it, guys? Itself, that is enough. Okay, okay, don't expect more from them. Okay, they being keep quiet itself is, by God's grace, is a blessing. So you are currently on track. But what about external auditor? Being unaware is not good. One fine morning, they will wake up. So make sure that you are keeping them posted. Being neutral. So newsletter or something you can think about. Okay, guys, everyone, are you getting it? Otherwise, they will wake up one fine morning and tell, oh my God, what the hell is progressing? I'm putting a stop on this project. Whether they will tell. That's it, guys. There's a beautiful tool. Use it in your projects. And this is the baby step. Once you apply this engagement assessment, that will cascade in your communication. The communication will cascade in better reporting. Better reporting results in better managed projects. Are you getting it, guys? Start from this. Stakeholder engagement is the backbone of project management. If you fail in that, you are a pathetic project manager. I don't mind you knowing about Power BI, you knowing about artificial intelligence. All those are secondary. This is the backbone for the PMP exam as well as for real problems. Clear, everyone? Any questions you guys have?
There's a one-time assessment or it will change throughout the project?
It will change. It will change. See, today, Harish, you are happy
And
with
it
my
has
session.
to change, right?
It has to change. Next week, maybe you will feel unhappy. Now you will tell Vishak's session is good, engaging and all. I don't know what to happen. Next week, you are turning off your video. You're not responding. I'm not understanding that you are typing rudely in the chat. So something happened. Maybe you got stuck with some other thing. Maybe you have a background noise. You are expressing that frustration to me. So you have to track it, guys. I'm not telling every second you have to track, but once in a week or once in a month, what happened to your team members? Checking. Is that clear? Sometimes they may get promoted. Sometimes they may get relocated. Sometimes they may start working from home, working from office. Everything has got to change in the engagement. Please understand that. Okay. Shall we split for a break now, guys? Everyone? Already we have exceeded the time. I just want to see whether we can put a hard stop.
Yes,
Okay.
Vishak.
Okay. So we'll split for a break now, guys. Okay. Okay. So let me turn on the recording, guys, and everyone please turn on your videos. So the point is, it has to be done throughout. Okay. So for example, now I am asking you guys to turn on the video because I tell it once, but people are not listening. Okay. They keep switching it off. Okay, Manisita. So that's what happens. Okay. So it should be told once in a while. Okay. Just like that, the engagement should be done once in a while. One time happy, first day happy need not be sure that the last day they are also happy. You have to keep checking it once in a while. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions you guys have, feel free to ask.
But Vishaka, this is from not from the client end, no? The roles we are seeing is from our end. It's
See, again, this
it's the same question only.
This is a tool, guys. Okay, you can use it in your family life also. Okay, see,
Okay.
mother, father. Okay, the bride's family, groom's family, maternal uncle.
No,
Okay,
there is a relative question to that. So if it is other roles from the client side, usually whom you will engage first and understand the relevant neutral guys or supportive guys. We don't know, right? There are a lot of other dependent.
and then it's okay. Whatever is accessible, you use it. That's it. You cannot do it everywhere. Okay? Maybe you have to do a survey. You have to visit the client location to understand the vibe of it. That's it.
Yeah.
See the class.
Do you have any such template for survey? No.
Template and all not there. Okay, Harish. I would say so easy question you have asked. Okay, I would only tell you the how part of it. How part is go to PMI and search whatever you want. Okay, client survey template. Okay. Or today we have got ChatGPT. Okay, you just ask. Okay, can I have some headers? Okay, suggest this is my background. This is my company. This is a project I'm giving. Okay, suggest suitable headers. It will give. Okay, things are very easy these days. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing is standard. The moment you use the word template, it becomes standardized. That is the first message you should have. Okay. Don't pick up one person's template in your project. You have to tailor it. Okay. So shall we proceed further, guys? Everyone, stakeholder engagement assessment matrix is done. Okay. And please be in the video. Don't turn off your videos. Are you guys back from the break? If you're back from the break, please turn on your videos and let the videos be on. Don't turn it off. Okay. So letter C stands for current and letter D stands for desired. Now the next one, what we are going to discuss is the power interest grid. Are you guys ready? PI grid, power interest grid. Okay. What does this power interest grid tells you, guys? Okay. So there is like, high power. First of all, I will not tell much, guys. I want to hear from you people. Okay, what do you understand? Okay. So on the screen, you can see 4 different quadrants, my dear friends. Are you able to see 4 different quadrants? What is the name of this topic? Power interest grid, PI grid, like that. Power interest grid. Okay. So it is a way of mapping stakeholders. Mapping means what? Putting. Okay. See, Tejas, I will put in 1 quadrant. Harish, I will put in another quadrant. Abhishek, I will put in another quadrant. Okay. Simran, I will put in 3rd quadrant. Like that, and all different stakeholders. I'll be putting them in different grids. I have to map. Okay, that is why it is called as stakeholder mapping. Can you see it here, guys? That's it. Now, what you people have to tell me is, you can see 4 different quadrants. Can you see? A, B, C, D. Out of that, you people tell me which is the most difficult quadrant. The people which is most difficult to deal with. Which quadrant?
A. They have high power and
Keep
low interest.
satisfied.
Yes. A.
Quadrant
A.
So manage closely.
Manage
closely. D. They can slip anytime.
It is actually A, my dear friends. I'll tell you why. Because A people are high power. At the same time, their interest in my project is low. Did you notice? High power, low interest. Okay. That means whatever Vishak is doing something, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Okay, I don't think it's good or bad or something. I'm not much keen on that. That kind of an attitude. That's what it is, low interest. Okay, that is the most difficult one to handle. Are you getting it? But the next difficult one to handle is D. I agree. Some people have typed D also. D for Dehradun. Okay, that also you people have typed. Okay, that is managed closely. What is that? High power, high interest. High power, high interest. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? Any questions you guys have? That's it. Okay. Now, what about the C category guys? The C category guys are the most cool guys, as per me, to deal with. Why? They are having low power. Did you notice, guys? Look at this quadrant. They are having low power. At the same time, their interest in my project is
No.
high.
High.
Hey, Vishak, what's happening with our project? What is the progress? Did we complete testing? Did we do this? Did we do that? When are we planning to launch? Like that, they are having a very high curiosity in their eyes. Okay. And then check this quadrant. This quadrant is low power, low interest. That means they are low power, less harmful. But keep in mind, they are low interest. This is the intro. Okay, guys. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is simply, I can move on to the next slide. This is what is a power interest grid. Did you understand like that? Okay. But what I want to tell you is applied, guys, in your project. This is again not a theoretical, some grid, some template I learned in PMP. Certifications are like that. Like that, don't start generalizing. Okay. We have to use this in your projects. Okay. See, this is my personal experience, whatever I'm telling. Just like, the disclaimer, you get mutual fund investments are subject to market risk. Now that, no, this is my personal example. It may vary. Okay, guys. Please listen what I'm going to tell you. The first one is for the keep satisfied. My personal experience is I would love to put auditors here. Okay. Tough clients here. Tough for adamant clients. I will love to put them here. Okay. Why I'm putting auditors and tough clients here? Because they are powerful enough. They are powerful enough to disturb my project, to harm my project. Okay. At the same time, their interest is low. Auditors, no, the auditors are very transparent. This is what I have observed. Full stop. Like that, they will write in the audit report. We cannot tell how cruel you are. How are you writing like this, like that? Okay, are you getting that feeling? So that is what is the auditors. Okay, they are keep satisfied. So what do you mean by keep satisfied? Whenever you know that in a project, an auditor is going to review your project by December or January, start preparing for that audit process right now. You be prepared. What sort of questions they will ask, what sort of documentation evidence they will ask. I'm not telling you cook up a story. I'm not telling you should lie. Are you getting, guys? Don't irritate them. Don't create a feeling, sir, that data is not available at this moment. Or that we should not have a situation. So be prepared. Keep them satisfied. Are you getting, guys? If you are failing to do so, they can tell bad about our project. Are you clear, guys, with the first quadrant what I'm telling? Okay. Next one is manage closely. Okay. Manage closely means what? They are having high power and high interest. High power and high interest means what? High power and high interest means they are very happy with our project progress. At this moment, when I talk to you guys on September 20th, they are happy with the project progress. But they are like small babies, my dear friends. They will start crying if you don't paying attention to them. Did you get it, guys, what I'm telling? Babies or small kids, they will start crying if you don't pay attention to them. Okay, what is that? Manage closely. High power, high interest. So here I would put, guys, okay, I would put, okay, attention-seeking team members. Okay, some team members, no, they are like that. Okay, I'm talking about my own team members. Okay, attention-seeking. If you don't, hey, good job done. They want more recognition. Some people are okay. Good job done. It's fine. Okay, the report looks good. That I can tell. Okay, but some attention-seeking team members, no, they want additional appreciation. Vishak, I prepared last night. I was staying awake till 3 o'clock and I shared this report to you. I didn't sleep. Okay, I woke up again at 5 o'clock and came all the way to office. You didn't. You just told it is good. Like that, they will start worrying. Is that clear? So attention-seeking team members. Now, Ekta have typed sponsor. Sponsor is also like that. They are interested in my project. Today on September 20th, the sponsor is interested in my project. That is why he's my sponsor, no? But something bad happens in my project, his interest level can move from high to low. Are you guys getting what I'm telling everyone? That's it. Okay. So I told you how to deal with the A quadrant. I told you, be prepared, keep them satisfied. But how about D category, guys? Present them the right data they want at the right time. Is that clear? What we should do? Present them the right data they want at the right time. That's all we can do. Okay. See, do you remember, guys? I told about one ceremony called as gate review. How many of you remember that? We spoke about gate review phenomenon. Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens in this gate review phenomenon, guys, I will revisit that topic because it is important. Okay. See, every phase of the project ends with a gate. This is what I've told you for the gate review.
Predictive, right?
What is that?
In predictive, right? Not in the agile.
In predictive. In predictive.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Every phase ends with a gate. Now, what happens in the gate review, guys? There are senior leadership team members and then the project manager. We present the project progress to the senior leaders, correct? No, that's what happens in the gate review. So all of you agree, no? So in that review, okay, if I do simply go and present a review in the gate review, what will happen, I've seen my gate reviews become a disaster. Listen to me, my story, guys, what I'm telling. So what we should do, I know some of you guys will tell, hey, this is not a good practice, like that, but I don't care. Okay. Ultimately, I want my gate review to be smooth. Any process I can take. Okay. What is that I'm going to tell you? Imagine in the senior leadership panel, there are 7 leaders. Okay. Out of the 7 leaders, I will contact one very vulnerable leader. Did you get my language? What I'm telling? Vulnerable. Vulnerable in the sense he also wants this gate review to happen smoothly. Let's say this is mainly engineering phase. This is production or manufacturing phase. Okay. So when you go for a gate review like this, what happens? I will make sure that for this gate review, this is gate 1, this is gate 2. Okay. For this gate review, this mainly manufacturing deliverables. Okay. So the head of manufacturing, I'll confidently go and meet him, let's say a week in advance before the gate review. Listen to my story, guys, completely. A week in advance, I will set up a 10 minutes meeting with that manufacturing head. So what happens in that meeting? I will quickly walk him through the gate 2 presentation. Which presentation? Gate 2 presentation. And I'll ask him, sir, do you have any feedback? Please let me know, like that. So when I do like that, what happens, 2 advantages I have. One advantage, if he have any concern, he will speak up in that one-to-one. Because he is also interested in the gate review happening smoothly. Advantage number 1. Advantage number 2, the moment he's already gone through my slides, on the actual day of gate review, you know what? He behaves like a key given doll. Okay. So he will tell, the moment I finish my gate review, now on the day of actual gate review, guys, what happens on the gate 2 review? I will finish my presentation and I will ask my senior leaders. Okay. What I will ask, can I have an approval from you people? That I will ask. So one thing, guys, with the manufacturing head, I already had a one-to-one review, correct? So he will tell, yes, approved from manufacturing quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. The time is very, very important, guys. That 3 seconds time, he will tell approved from manufacturing. Are you getting it? Now what happens? The other leaders are also listening to those. Other leaders are also listening to this approval from the manufacturing side. So they will feel, yeah, manufacturing head doesn't have any concern. So let me also approve from finance side. Let me also approve from product management side. Like that, they will start approve. Is that clear, guys, what I'm telling? So this is not a project management technique, guys. I will tell you. It is called as bandwagon effect. Okay, bandwagon effect means what, when one person or one industry is set up in an area, a lot of other industries similar kind of industries start developing in an area. Okay, just like that, when one leader tells yes, the chances that the other leaders also tell yes is very, very high. Is that clear? That's it. Okay. So this is psychology which works. Some people will tell, hey, Vishak, this is unethical practice. Why are you reaching unofficially to that particular leader? I didn't bribe him or anything. I just reached out to him unofficially 1 week before. If he wants to reject, he can reject my meeting invite, but he will not reject. I'm picking the right leader. Is that clear? Who is vulnerable. Is that clear? Any questions, anyone? Are you clear with only these two? Only these two I have finished. Shall we move to the third quadrant? This one, keep informed. See, keep informed are my, I told you, right, my lovely team members. Okay, not this attention-seeking team members, my hard-working, sincere team members. Okay, why I'm telling like that? Because they are having low power but high interest. Is there anything I can help you? Are we done with that? Shall we proceed to the next one? Like that, they are very, very curious as me with respect to the project progress. So they just want to be kept informed regarding the project progress. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions you guys have? So you can send newsletters, you can invite them in gate reviews, you can invite them in some team dinner, team outings, etc., etc. So they will feel that, yeah, Vishak is remembering me. Okay. See, because they were part of my project maybe in 2023. Now the project has progressed. Sometimes we do 5-year, 7-year projects. 2023, they were part of my project, but in 2025, they are no longer part of my project. But I need to remember them. Are you getting it, guys? That's it.
What kind of stakeholders will be there in keep informed category?
Team members who are already working with me, happy, or they have worked with me in the project, but now they are no longer active. Simple. You have to keep them informed. How is the project progressing? Clear? Any questions, anyone? Can we move to this quadrant with your permission? This quadrant, my dear friends, this is not me telling. Okay, my first company boss have told me one magical tip. Okay, what he told is, see Vishak, this D quadrant guys are as poisonous or more poisonous than the A category guys. You'll understand it, guys, through wrong experience. What is that? This D category guys are as poisonous or more poisonous than the A category guy. Why he's telling like that? Because they are at this moment low interest. Their power is low, but they can liaison with, they can lobby with anyone who is high power. Okay. Today they will tell, oh, Visha, good job done. Okay. I'm super proud of you. You're doing a great job like that and all. Okay. But when some problem happens in my project, you can see them joining in a discussion with the finance people or with the operations people. Yeah, always this project is like that. Okay. They spent extravagantly like that. They'll be on the other side. Are you getting, guys? Keep monitoring. Low power, but they can associate. Their association can be dangerous. Okay. Also, one more thing, people who are not at all associated with our project. I'll tell you. Okay, see, project means what? It's a closed system. Don't think I'm talking physics. Okay, project means it's a closed system, but we are interacting with the outside universe. Correct? Right now, this is a project which is happening right now. I told you, right? We are here for a exam preparation, okay, which culminates on one particular day, and you guys will be scheduling your exam by around October 15th, October 10th, something like that. You'll be scheduling your PMP exams, correct? So that is what is our aim here. Okay, now, what happens, no? Imagine some outside factors happen. Okay, let's say PMI is changing curriculum. So I should be monitoring them. They are low power in our session, but you guys are here for the certification. Sorry, clear, guys, what I'm telling? Keep monitoring. Okay. So I will tell you some bad examples, guys. I have faced it literally, okay? Because in EY, I was working, okay? There is a ceremony called as timesheet update. I think many of you guys know. It is common in consulting companies. Okay, timesheet update means what? Every Friday, we have to update how many hours I've dedicated to the clients which I'm working. It can be 5 hours, 8 hours, 15 hours, whatever, okay? Now, for EY, I'm telling you, I don't know about other companies. For EY, the timesheet update is a major ceremony. Okay, if you forget to update the timesheet twice in a year, in a financial year, you are not eligible for the next round of increment. No performance appraisal discussions. Gone. Okay. One time, if you forget to update the timesheet, what happens? 2 times if you forget to update a timesheet, you are not eligible for performance appraisal. One time, if you forget to update a timesheet, what is the punishment? Do you know? There is a clerk from the finance team. That person will be sending an email in bold red color text. Okay. To me, it is fine. I'm fine with it. Okay. But that guy will not stop with me. Okay. My name in 2. Okay. And he will add all the my boss, and his boss in the CC. Okay. And these people don't know who am I. Okay, what they will do? They will reply on this mail. Who is that who didn't update? They will remove this 2 guy and they will address who is that fellow who didn't update timesheet. This guy also don't know. Finally, my boss have to tell this is from my team. So I became famous in a day. Okay, almost 3 to 4 levels above the hierarchy. Everyone came to me. Are you getting, guys? Thanks to this finance person. Okay, so that is what, guys. Sometimes they are frustrated because their grade is less than us. Okay, so we are program managers, project consultants. Okay, so our grade is a little bit higher. But the people who send this documentation clerical email, no, they are clerk in the finance department. Okay, so they may be more aged than us. Okay, so they may have that ego. Okay, so they do all these things. Are you getting, guys, what I'm telling? Another thing is I noticed this in terms of designation. Okay, again, not to offend anyone here. See, I have this experience also I've noticed. Okay, so one person, he was an associate business analyst. Okay, so I was working as a program manager. Okay, this associate business analyst, heard no associate business analyst. Okay, I haven't heard about this guy's name. Okay, so he sent an email to me asking for some data while I was in my first company. Okay, so I skimmed through the mail and I realized this got nothing to do with him. He is addressing a wrong person. But one mistake I did, you know what? I should have reverted back to his email telling that, sorry, I'm not the right person. But what happened, it's my problem only. Okay, we should not do something called as context switching. Have you heard about context switching? You people are also doing right now. I know many of you guys are doing. What is that? Checking WhatsApp, checking Outlook while the session is happening. So what happens, that seriousness of that email will get reduced. You may be checking email, I agree. Okay, some people are good in multitasking, but some people, they will take that email lightly. So like that, I checked this email while I was in a meeting and I pressed escape and I thought, it is not relevant to me. Are you getting, guys, what I'm telling? Now, after some 3 working days, he sent a reminder through this associate business analyst. That time he CC'd his boss also. Unfortunately, his boss was, title is associate business analyst, but in fact, he was the executive assistant. Okay, so he was executive assistant for the VP of European business, something like that. Okay, now, do you think this big guy is going to understand what exactly is the problem? Or he will have a feeling there is a person, Vishak from India. He never responds to email. This is what will get stamped in his mind. Are you getting, guys? And it's not going to change. Even if I tell, sorry, you are addressing a wrong person, that he will not read. Is that clear? In his mind, oh, you have to follow up with people from India. They don't respond to emails. Like that, maybe he will get a generalization in his mind. So what I'm telling, guys, keep monitoring means what? You have to keep monitoring, literally. If something is not relevant to you, put it back into their code. If you keep it lingering in your code, no, it is dangerous. Clear, guys? That's it. So are you clear with this, guys? I told in a very light way, but this is also a secret for successful project management. If you observe and put all the relevant people in your project, whether they are harmful or contributing, in this grid, your projects will be more beautiful. What you do, it's different. But at least start identifying and putting people in these grids. Clear, everyone? Any questions?
Where the compliance team will fit into this? In
What is that?
C, compliance team.
Compliance team is subjective. See, Ekta, you feel they should be put in C, right? It's okay. But I would say compliance team should be in A. It's my opinion. Say, your opinion is C, my opinion is A. Why? Because compliance team is powerful. If we are not complying, they will tell Ekta's project is not complying. They will not worry about beautifying us or glorifying us. They will tell the truth bluntly. Low interest in our project. So my opinion is compliance, regulations, auditors, standards, everyone you put in A category. It is subjective. There is no perfect right or wrong, guys. I told you before also. What else?
Vishak, we use this model in our project. So from, I guess, past 2 years, we are using it. And as you mentioned, it is actually beneficial if you already know, because then you have a visual representation as which stakeholder is in which quadrant. And at times you can use it as C to D as well. Because if it's not in the current quadrant which you want him to be, then you can actually put into the desired.
Very correct. This is what I was about to tell the next point. Everyone understood what Tejas was telling? This tool and the engagement assessment metrics, which we discussed, no? This two, you have to use it together. So right now, today, guys, we discussed about three things. One is stakeholder register. In the stakeholder register itself, there was something called as interest and influence. Now there is power interest grid. And then we spoke about engagement assessment metrics. You club everything. Connect the dots in a single Excel spreadsheet or something, you will be able to understand what I'm telling. Okay, you'll have more meaningful, actionable ways of dealing with people. One size doesn't fit everyone, please understand. Okay. Any questions, anyone?
Where would the internal customers fit in the stakeholder matrix? I mean, for example, service or procurement.
You have to look at it. Okay, so what is that? I told you, I don't have a clear answer. What do you feel? Like that, you have to think. Okay.
Okay.
Who is this Jin Churiki? I have got a request from the ex-army group. Are you belonging to this batch? No. Army, Navy, Defense? No. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
I belong to the batch.
What is that?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yes.
Oh, you only. Okay. You should have mentioned your name also. Okay. Defense group,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
just
mentioned.
accept
Right.
everyone. Okay. So,
Right.
Avnish Singh only, no?
Yeah, yes,
Jin.
yes. I'm Commander Avnish, yes.
You all have a secret name, no? I know that. Okay. The people from Army, Navy, Defense, and they have an alternate name. They are highly influential people. Okay. Powerful stakeholders. Okay. Not like what we think.
No, not like that. But thank you.
No, some participants will tell, I cannot disclose more than what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm into defense. That's it. Full stop. Like that, they will tell. Okay. I had participants in the past. Okay. Yeah. Good, guys. Okay. So, shall we continue further? Good. That's it, guys. Okay. So, try to use it, guys, and see the difference. Okay. Sim. CSIM. Very good observation. This is your observation. Okay. Praveen. That is good. Check the chat, guys. He has typed something.
Yeah.
Okay. So, good thing. Okay. Let's proceed further, guys. Now, the next is so did you notice the title, guys? I forgot. See, creating project artifacts. Okay. What do you mean by creating project artifacts? Guys, creating project artifacts means any sort of documentation which we use in our projects, whether it is project charter, whether it is requirement traceability metrics, whether it is risk register, all these things are called as artifacts. Are you getting? Any relevant paperwork which you do related to a project. Okay. Now, we are not going to do an investigation on that, guys. I told you, PMP is not into learning about documents. Please understand that all you can do once you clear PMP. Okay, something else magic is happening right now. Okay, so anyway, I will tell, guys. Okay, requirement traceability metrics. Everyone in this batch know. We spoke about it way back. I think on the first day or second day of the session, we spoke about it. Okay, traceability metrics. Okay, this is a beautiful document. Okay, now the next beautiful document, you know what? It is the project charter. Okay, what does the project charter denote? It is, before jumping into charter, no, let me tell you this thing. Okay, the first document which is getting prepared is the business case. Okay, once a business case is approved, then only a project charter is created. Okay, so what is the purpose of business case, guys? Okay, do you know what is the purpose of business case? The purpose of the business case is financially substantiating why we should do this project. Are you guys getting? Note it down, guys. Why we should do this project. Okay, so in a company or in a country, there will be thousands of business cases, but not every business case gets approved. Correct? No, it should be viable. It should be aligned with the company philosophy. It should be helping in the immediate future or in the nearly long-term future. Okay, it should be spreading across multiple levels. Like that, there are different expectations. Okay, so let's say from the 1,000 business cases, let's say 200 of them gets approved. Okay, then for the 200 of these, not every 200 will be done in a single shot. I'm talking about project business cases. Are you getting? Let's say 20 of them will be executed in the 2025 and 26. So for those, we prepare a project charter. So this is a business case filtration and finally a project charter. Okay. So project charter is more about how are we going about? How are we going about with this project? Are you clear with the difference, guys? Business case doesn't tell about the execution things. It only tells about the need of doing this project. Okay. Why should Bangalore city have a new airport? Why should there be a metro connection for the city? Why should there be a hyperloop between two cities? Okay, why should there be a bullet train connecting Bombay and Ahmedabad? Like that and all. Are you getting, guys? That is what is a business case. Talking about the need. Okay, but how it is getting executed, that is being discussed in the project charter. But one thing I want to tell, guys, whether it is business case or project charter, it is prepared by the initiator, not by the project manager. Please understand, it is prepared by the project initiator. Who is an initiator? I told you, anyone who needs the project to be executed. Okay, it can be the sponsor, it can be the CEO, it can be the client, it can be a business analyst, it can be a product owner, it can be a product manager. Is that clear? Everyone?
Yeah.
Now, once a charter is created, the next step is we get into the planning and all. But my point is, you should have a clear idea, guys. Business case and charter are not prepared by the project manager. When I say not prepared by, don't take it to an extreme step. Oh my God, Vishal, I ruled out this option because it says what is the next step the project manager should do. Like that. I'm not telling that project manager will be arrested if he prepares a business case or project charter. Is that clear? Usually, it is prepared by the initiator. That's it. Okay, note it down like that. Okay. Now, how is the business case different from charter? I told you, business case only talks about money. What is the need of the project? Money, money, money. But when it comes to project charter, it is more elaborate about the executor. How? Okay, see here. What is the objective? What is the goal? What is the scope? What is the high level risk? What is the assumptions? See, whatever I'm circling, what are the constraints? More details will be there. Who are all the team members? More details will be there in the project charter. Now, don't compare this risk with the risk assessment which we learned. That is an elaborate process. This is just from the viewpoint of the initiator. A business team or with the initiator. Is that clear, guys, everyone? Usually, project charter is a cute one-page document. One-page document. Okay. It never goes beyond 1 or 2 pages. However big your project is, the charter you should restrict to 1 or 2 pages. In fact, the project manager and team members come to know about the project only on the day of kickoff when the project charter is unveiled in front of them. Is that clear? Before that, some homework could have been happening, but only on the day of kickoff, we come to see the project charter. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions you guys have, please raise your hand and ask. No question? Deepika, go ahead.
So it is for both predictive and agile.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I would say project charter is applicable for agile also. Okay. Because a guideline, this is what is a vision. There will be product backlog, but after that, the traceability metrics, WBS, all those not there, but project charter can be applicable for agile also. Clear, everyone?
What about the, who is the project manager is going to execute? Project manager name also in the project charter.
It is there. It is there. Now see here, Mark Tim is the name of the project manager. Because that is what I told you guys. Officially, we are letting the world in that. Today onwards, Mark is going to be the project manager for this project. Vijay is going to be the team leader. Neelam is going to be the business analyst. Tina is going to be the graphic designer. Like that, we are announcing the whole world that from today onwards, this project is going to start rolling. Is that clear, guys? Everyone, any questions you guys have?
Does it include SOW? Is it like
No,
SOW?
no, that is different. No, that is different. See, that's what I'm telling. SOW comes once you do a lot of homework. Okay. This is just announcing the world that we are going to work. See, it will be just a statement. Did you see the vagueness, guys? Look at this. This much is enough. This much is enough. We don't go into detail. Is that clear? Any questions, guys? Anyone? Now, Asif have asked a good question. Okay. The question is there any review gate for project charter? Yes. I don't want to comment on it, but since he asked about it, I will tell you. Okay. So what happens, Asif, okay, in my company, first company experience, I will tell you. First, some homework the people will be doing. Then some homework, some like that. This is the phase gate process. Okay. So the first gate is called as if in my first company, we call it as gate 0. Gate 0 is for approval of business case. Gate 1 is for the approval of project charter. Only from the gate 1, the PM will come into picture. This was the case in my projects in my first company. Are you clear, Asif? That's it.
And this approval is usually done by the sponsor.
See, I will not comment on it, guys. It can be a government, it can be CEO of a company, it can be a third-party company, whatever. Don't worry about it. Someone called as a steering committee. They are funding for our project. They will do it.
Okay.
Here in the charter, we have milestones date defined, but that will not be there.
That is correct. Okay, that is also a good question from Ekta. These milestones are wish from the initiator. See, for example, Ekta, when you join my batch, you have a wish. Can I give the exam by October 10th? I have to validate it. You can tell your wish. Okay, I have to validate. So these milestones will be validated once the project charter is created, and then we start doing our planning exercises and all. It will be revisited.
So we will revise it throughout the project.
Revise throughout the project like that. Don't take it lightly. What I'm telling is, they can put their wish list, but I can always prove whether they are right or wrong from the project manager point of view. Okay, so revise throughout is an extravagance. Okay, don't tell throughout, but we can challenge. Hey, this seems very unrealistic. If you tell that, okay, Vishak, I want to clear the PMP by September 25th, I would say impossible. September 25th means it is the next 5 days from now. We are not even done with the course. How can you give the PMP? That I will tell. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions? Okay. Now moving further. Now we are moving to a new topic, guys. Are you guys ready with me? Okay. The new topic is managing project changes. Okay. This is a very, very important topic from the process point of view for the PMP. Okay. The people who have parallelly gone through my quiz videos, they would agree. There are a lot of questions related to change management. Okay. And point number 2 is change management is applicable mainly in which of the 2 styles of project delivery, do you know?
Predictive.
Predictive.
Change management is mainly applicable only in
Predictive.
Why do we say like that? Because in Agile, we welcome changes. We embrace changes. There is no much headache. Okay. It is easily accommodatable in Agile. But in predictive, it is a big headache. It's a big process. Okay. With that intro, can we start, guys? Change management is applicable only in predictive. Okay. So going to the next is, yeah.
Vishak, just from the exam perspective, there are questions on the hybrid model as well, where change management
Don't worry.
can come in.
See, hybrid means it has got elements of both predictive and Agile.
Yeah,
so my
and then-
response to you at this moment is everything is true under hybrid.
Okay. So change management, the answers pointing towards change management are more suited in those cases.
Yeah. So hybrid means everything is possible. You can have a backlog, you can have a WBS, you can have a change management framework, everything is allowed. Look at the other parameters in the question. That is what purposefully they are giving you the word hybrid to confuse you people. So don't get confused. That's what I would say. Read the remaining portion of the question, you'll get a better idea. Okay. So moving to the next topic. The next topic is managing project changes. Okay, guys, this is what we were discussing. Okay. So related to that, what I want to tell you is, first of all, I told you change management is applicable only in predictive. Now coming back to this slide, okay, what you can observe here. Why did I put this image here? Tell your interpretation.
Caterpillar to butterfly.
Caterpillar to butterfly. Endo
Butterfly
caterpillar
effect.
butterfly.
Butterfly.
Exactly. Okay. So yeah, that is one point, guys. I totally agree. There is a beautiful phenomenon demonstrated by butterfly. What is that? It is first a caterpillar, and then it goes into a cocoon, and then from the cocoon it flies out as a adult butterfly. You missed that in between phase. Okay, what is an in between phase? Cocoon. Okay, so what is the name? Beautiful name for that phenomenon. Like it has been told by Akshada over the chat, it is called as metamorphosis. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that word is so important today in 2025, guys. That's why Facebook itself renamed it to Meta. There is no other reason. If you look at the new logo of Facebook, also it is like this. It's a butterfly, nothing else. Okay, so that is the need of the hour, guys. Okay, are you getting it? Okay, now in this process, okay, I think some of you guys told it. Okay, it is moving from a cocoon to an adult butterfly. Okay, in that process, the process of transformation from cocoon to an adult butterfly. Okay, let me tell you, it is a very, very painful process as far as a butterfly is concerned. Is that clear? It's a very, very time-consuming, painful process like that. Okay, but if I tell this much, next time when you see a butterfly struggling to come out of its cocoon, will you try to help it out?
No.
Will you help it out? Because I told it's a very painful process.
No,
Go and
it's
help
not
it out like
possible.
that.
No.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Why?
They will not enough strength and they will die.
We can cause more harm than help.
See, it is
Yeah.
a process which is defined where we cannot give or lend any of the helping hand required, though we want to help.
Need to
Yeah.
Must go
adapt.
through the natural way.
Okay. That's it, I would say. It is a process. Okay. That process is supposed to take its own time. I will not say it's painful, it's a complex process. Okay. So in that complex process, sometimes it can die. Okay. But the point is that process is needed. Okay. If you try to help it out, what happens, that process of coming out of the cocoon, that gives its wings the respective strength it needs. During that coming out process, only some special enzymes are released, which reaches the tip of the butterfly. So if you try to help it out, hey, I'm here to help you, like that. Okay. If you tell, then what will happen? You're disturbing the whole process. Is that clear, guys, everyone, what I'm telling? So what is the message here? Two messages. One message is change process. Okay, now coming back to change process, it is a little bit bureaucratic and predictive. Don't try to simplify it. Are you getting my statement, what I'm telling? It is process driven. It is time consuming. It is procedural oriented. Don't tell, hey, learn from Agile. Agile doesn't have change management. Why you guys are like that? Like that, don't compare. Agile is Agile, predictive is predictive. Is that clear? That's it. Now, there is another interpretation of this butterfly. Who can tell? One more interpretation is there. Do you know? Anyone?
Butterfly effect.
Stages of the
Exactly.
project.
No, butterfly effect, like Kiran have told. Okay, this is also another magical phenomenon. Okay, this is not a joke, guys. Okay, but it's a proven fact. The unusual flipping of the wings of a butterfly in one continent, let's say Africa, it can result in a tornado in another continent some thousands of years later. This is a proven thing. Okay, this is not a funny thing. It is called as butterfly effect. Okay, some unusual behavior in one place, very small, it can result in a very magnificent disaster or a secondary impact in some other system or some other location over a period of time. It takes time, okay, but it is truth. Are you getting, guys, what I'm telling? It is called as butterfly effect. Now, why am I telling it here? What is this connection to this topic?
Some change wrongly implemented now can result in a major disaster in the project later on.
Exactly. Some changes which are relatively small, you will feel it's a small change, no? What is the problem? Like that you will feel. But maybe 4 years down the line, you will realize the impact of it. Maybe 40 years down the line, you will realize the impact of it. Maybe 4,000 years down the line, you will realize the impact of it. So no change is small. Are you clear, guys, what I'm telling? Note it down. No change is small unless you review the impact of it. Is that clear? No change is small unless you review the impact of it.
It means that if there is an persistent issue in upstream, it will definitely go and hamper the things downstream. It's like,
Yeah, that is also there. If something is disturbed in the upstream, it will definitely disturb the downstream activities. Well said. Okay. See, do you guys all remember there was a very interesting TV commercial? I remember, okay, during my early days. Okay, so it was belonging to the GEMS TV commercial. Do you remember what was that TV commercial telling? There is a guy who is walking into a museum. In that museum, everything they have arranged in terms of GEMS chocolate. Huge dinosaur they have created. So what this guy does, he couldn't resist his appetite, this eagerness. Okay. So what he does, he picked up just one GEMS and he ate it. By the time he was eating it, the entire system of that dinosaur complex structure which they have created, it collapsed and it fell on the ground. Only one out of 1 million, I would say 1 million GEMS chocolates were there, but only one he picked up. Okay, he couldn't resist his appetite. So what is that message? Same thing. No changes. Small. Is that clear, guys? You have to study the impact of it. Are you clear with it? This is very, very important, guys. Okay. Not only for the exam, but also for real projects. Are you belonging to a predictive industry? If yes, this is very, very important. In Agile, it is not important, but in predictive in the sense you are doing some serious manufacturing of aircraft or a construction of a house, something like that. You cannot correct it, guys. Some things you cannot correct in predictive. You have to destroy everything right from scratch. Is that clear? Get that maturity very clearly. Okay. Now, moving further, is it clear, guys? Two purposes I've told you from the same slide. One is process takes its own time. Second one, no change is small. Okay. Next one is, guys, this slide is very, very important. Please, this slide is super important. Okay. What is the reason for changes? That is what we are trying to tell in this slide. Okay. What are the project change reasons? Inaccurate initial estimate, missed requirements, specification changes, new regulations. Okay. Are you able to understand? So let's start, guys. Okay. First one, very, very important, guys. This slide and the previous slide are very important. Please note it down. We can expect some 2 to 3 questions definitely from this slide. Okay. So first one, guys, what is the first one? Inaccurate initial estimates. Okay. What could be the reason, guys? Who comes up with inaccurate initial estimate? Do you know?
Costing.
Product initiator.
No. Team and myself. I come up with inaccurate initial estimate. Okay. Initiator will not come. See, initiator told you something, but you told, sir, it will be done in 8 days. It will be done in 15 days. Like that you have told. But once you get close to the reality, you realize 15 days is less. So what is that, guys? Inaccurate initial estimates come from the project team. Are you guys convinced, everyone? Now, the next one is, guys, missed requirements. I'm jumping to this, guys. Okay, what is the next one I've told you? Missed requirements. Okay, missed requirements comes from the initiator. That I agree. Missed requirements come from the initiator. See, I will tell you both are bad. See, in this slide, all the 4 reasons are bad. Let me tell you. Okay. See, inaccurate initial estimate means what? We estimated something wrongly. So because of which our schedule or our budget, it is getting disturbed. Are you getting? Maybe we need another $100. Maybe we need another 10 days. That is what is happening with inaccurate initial estimate. Okay. Now, regarding missed requirements, what is happening? Something which the client or the initiator didn't clarify in beginning, later, now they are clarified. That is what we call as missed requirements. Okay. So these things, when it happens, no, guys, please understand the overall lethargy I'm having towards change request. My attitude is, I don't want to entertain change request. Can you please note it down like that in predictive? I don't want to entertain change request. So when the first one happens, no, let's say it is happening from one of my team members. I will tell to that team member nicely. Okay, I feel like shouting at that team member. I asked you 100 times, have you considered this? Have you considered that? That time you told, everything is okay. We can finish it in 10 days. Now you are coming to me and telling you need 15 days. Like that, I feel like shouting at that person. But can I do that? I should be emotionally sound. Okay, I cannot be expressing my emotional frustration to that person. So I will control my anger and I will tell him, boss, I agree that you missed something. Let's do one thing. Let us route it through a change control procedure. I can't do anything at this moment because the baseline is finalized. Did you get my language conversation, what I'm telling?
Yes.
I can't do anything at this moment because the project baselines are finalized.
Fine, like
Okay. So what is the only option in front of us? We have to raise a change request.
change
Like that, I will tell. Okay. So is this clear, guys, everyone? Now, what about missed requirements? Let me tell you guys, throughout my career, at least in my early stages of career, I was a victim of this missed requirements. Okay. I told you I started my career in manufacturing. Okay. So in manufacturing, our projects usually is given by the initiator. Okay. So the initiators are the the people who are coming forward with requirements, product managers. Okay. So at that point of time, when I was a program manager, the youngest product manager was at least 7 years senior to me. Okay. The senior people are like 15, 20 years senior, but the youngest product manager was 7 years senior to me. Okay. So it becomes very difficult for us to tell them, boss, this is not possible now. Okay. So out of, fear and respect for the senior people, no, I used to tell, okay, sir, we can think of it. I will talk to my team members. Like that, I used to tell yes. Okay. But when I go to my team members, the team members is the engineering people. They will start scolding me. They will tell, this is a problem, Ishak. When product manager tells something, you tell like this and you say, okay, we can do it. We can't do it. It will cost you another $100 in the costing of the project. What will you do? It will cost you another $25 in the product. What will you do? Like that, they will scare me. So what is that happening, guys? Missed requirements should be missed requirements. It should be routed through a change request. Don't agree that we can do this also, however small it may be. Are you getting the diplomacy, what I'm telling? However small it may be, don't take up anything. Let it go through a change request. Is that clear, guys, everyone? Now, specification changes, guys. These two are done. Is that clear? Specification changes means what? That is a goodwill gesture. I will put a happy icon here. Why? Because once the project started, think about predictive, guys. Predictive, the timeline is high. 4 year, 5 year, 7 year and all. Okay. So once the process started, what is it? It is that, guys. Deepika? So muting. Okay. So what happens, guys, in projects? Once the project starts, there will be some better specifications available in the market. Okay, better specifications in the sense, guys, okay, we are now, all of you guys are using laptop, no? So laptop has got configuration, if it is Windows laptop, it has got i3 processor, i5 processor, i7 processor, correct, no? And when it comes to Mac, there is like M1, M2, M3, M4. When we started the project, probably our scope would have been i5 processor, or in Mac, it would have been M2 processor. Okay, right now, instead of i5, we have got i7, just imagine. Instead of M2, we have got M4. Are you getting, guys, what I'm telling? But can we just replace in our scope? No. We have to route it through a change request. Any questions, guys? Anyone? Now, the next one is, if there is no question, we'll move to the last one, new regulations. So regarding new regulations, my dear friends, I want to hear from you people. I've already covered this when we were closing the project. How many of you remember when we were closing the project, I told about new regulations? What are all the keywords I've told you apart from regulations?
Statutory, standard, legal, compliance.
Is that clear? Statutory, standard, legal, compliance. So these keywords, when it comes to, it can affect our project in 3 different ways. Do you know that also, guys? Come on, tell me. So drastic means
It can
close.
move the project. Yeah.
If it is manageable, that is what we are seeing right now. Change request. If it is not alarming now, then alarming in the future, then
Risk register.
update risk register. Any questions, guys? Ekta, you go ahead.
So sometimes because of the missed requirement, let's say if the team has developed something, but later on we identified that functionality itself is not as per the product manager expectation. So that will go as a wastage, right? Even though if you're going it through the change control process, that particular feature or whatever functionality that they have developed.
Yeah, it may go wastage. Someone did a mistake, no? We'll take the necessary action. But this missed requirements mostly come from the initiator, okay, Ekta? It is not the mistake of the team. The product manager haven't clarified the requirements clearly. Okay, clear? Yeah. What else? Anything else?
Sir, any change in the competition strategy may also change for the spec change. So that comes under discretion change.
Specification change. Yeah. But it should be rooted. See, we have to do a controlled change request. Just because competitor is doing something, let's do it. That is more in agile. But in predictive, we have to wait and watch. Okay, what are the impact? Competitor doing something doesn't mean we can just mimic it. Okay, in our ecosystem, how will it respond? How will it react? Everything you have to see. Okay, any questions, guys?
Yeah, hi Vishal, Manish this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vishal, sir, with respect to the point one that inaccurate in initial estimates. So, like, how as a project team, we have committed some, efforts on the timelines for that requirement. Now, if there is a miss from our side or the estimate was not calculated rightly, so how we deal with the project and with the relevant, sponsors or the counterparts from the client side? Because it's a commitment that we have estimated.
So if it is something missed from outside, also we have to tell the truth. What is wrong in hiding it? Okay, it should go through a re-baseline. That's all I'm telling. Okay, there is nothing wrong in hiding some information. Okay, mistakes will happen from everyone. Minimize the mistakes, but transparency should be there. See, the whole point of this change request is re-baselining. Otherwise, everyone will think what is that happens? No, Manish, everyone will think the project will get over in 16 months. It will get over at a cost of $1,125. These are all the scope of the project. Like that, they will have some rigidity in their mind. So that rigidity needs to be revisited. 1,125 is not possible. It will take $2,000. Like that, we have to inform the entire audience. That is why this change management is important. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
Vishak, like you said, inaccurate initial estimates and missed requirements. These are we should avoid them. They cannot be entertained. They should be rooted to the change management.
No,
And
everything should be rooted. No, hold on, Sumaya. What about specification changes? That also should be rooted through change. No regulation also should be rooted through change requests.
But
There is no relaxation.
Specification changes we'll be happily incorporating in our.
No, happily we don't know. Happily we don't know. See, are you happy with the way the technology is advancing? I don't think so. Okay, ChatGPT. Okay, are you happy with it? I don't know what will happen to our world. Okay, in the next few years. Okay, it's like we are going for gym. We may start going to some mental gym. We don't know. Okay, mobile phones. We are absorbing it happily, but we have to study the impact of it. Not today's happiness. Is it sustainable in the long run? So that is why specification change is always, oh wow, fantastic, like that. Don't think. See, I know some of the, when I was in the manufacturing company, there was a testing software which we used to use. Okay, you know what is the specialty of that testing software? It will run only in the previous version of Windows. Okay, so we used to have a very old desktop there. We never scrapped it because the software will run only in the previous version of the Windows. It will not run in the latest version. Are you getting? Latest doesn't mean it's always better, happy. Don't think like that. Compatibility issues, side effects. I always tell them with great power, great responsibility. You have to understand the responsibility also. Okay, everyone?
So sometimes specification changes becomes mandate to stay relevant for the product or for the success of the project.
Yeah, but the thing is, let's go in a very organized way. Let's not simply do it. That's all I have to tell. Okay. Any questions?
For new regulations, you said we have to update the risk register, but in that case, should we also not raise a change request?
Sorry?
For new regulations point, you said, can you repeat when we have to update a risk register, and in that case?
See, new regulation when it is not alarming now, but maybe alarming in the future. See, today we are in 2025. What if the government is putting an order that all automobiles in the world should be electric vehicles by 2050? It's a long time. So right now, what will happen? All the automotive companies will put that in their risk register. 2050 is far. Okay, not too far, because they cannot think of launching a new car in 2040, because people are not stupid. 2040, will someone buy a petrol car if there is a regulation going to come in 2050? Because cars resale value will get affected. So they know. Okay, so you have to be careful. That's it.
Okay.
Are you clear, everyone? We will evaluate whether it is a new regulation. Also, we have to evaluate what is the impact of the new regulation on my project. Any questions, guys? Come on.
Vishak, change specification change can be due to missed requirements also, right?
No, let's keep it separate. Now, see, the thing is, there is a separate distinction. Missed requirements is because of the carelessness of the initiator. Say, I forgot to tell you I want this also. Like that, when we tell, no, that is what is missed requirements. Specification changes can come from anyone, any well-wisher of the project.
Okay.
See, there is something called as someone's carelessness and someone's, outside parameter. See, flight got cancelled. That is whose problem? Not my problem. But I missed the flight timing. That is my problem. So missed requirements is our problem. Or getting specification changes is not exactly our problem. We are just responding to an outside problem or an outside opportunity. Okay, it's getting everyone.
One thing, Vishak, this conflict handling will also be a part of project changes, because like we are working in a multi-vendor environment where I'll say it's not a missed requirement, it's always a conflict. So that will be also part of change requirement.
No, why should it be part of change? Conflict is different. We'll deal with it separately. Okay.
Okay.
So Vishak, inaccurate initial estimates and missed requirements, which we can control or avoid it, but the other two, it's we cannot avoid. It is because of external impact.
Which one?
Specification changes and new regulations are from the outside world.
Outside, we cannot control much. Correct. But other two we can minimize. That you are right. Okay.
Vishak, if the project has been 90% completed and new regulations will come, how should we tackle this situation?
We should stop. Importance goes to regulation. Even if tomorrow is our launch, we should hold on. That is what predictive says. There's nothing like 90%. Even 99%, we should hold on. Because regulation is regulation. We cannot tell an excuse. Okay, Twinkle.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it is powerful. Okay, they are without regulatory approval. What is the point in completing a project? You cannot sell it in the market. Okay. What else? Next, guys, moving to a new topic. What is the new topic? Asif, any question?
Vishak, instead of routing the change, instead of routing the causes of the project to the change management, it can be moved to the next phase as well, right? We can do that as well.
But we cannot do it. Let us, every such decision be taken by the change control board. That's what we are going to see in the next slide. Let me go further. We are only, execution people. We cannot decide on all those things. Let me not glorify a project manager's role. Okay. We can only facilitate all this, but ultimate decision should happen from the change control board. Clear?
Okay.
Anything else? What else? Okay, then let's move further, guys. Okay, that's all I have to tell. Now, the next is, guys, this beautiful flow chart. Okay, so in this beautiful flow chart, we'll cover, okay, Deepika, your question. Okay, hold on. Okay, so in this beautiful flow chart, what you can see here, guys, first, did you see here what is written? Change request form. Okay, just imagine in your mind, guys, there are 3 people who are approaching me. Okay, I'm the project manager. Okay, Vishak is the project manager. So 3 people, A, B, and C, are approaching me. Okay, with 3 different change request. Okay, what is the change request from A? Something which is delaying the project by 3 days A is proposing. Some new features, new enhancements, something. A is telling that, can we do it? But there is an impact on the project by 3 days. Now, B is coming with a similar other change request, but the impact on the project timeline is 12 days. Okay, first thing. So what will happen now, listen carefully. Henceforth, these 3 people, they are called as change initiators. Okay, and their details will be logged in the change log. Now, the change request, it passes through a filter, my dear friends. The change request passes through a filter. Now, what is a filter, you know? In this case, I will tell you anything more than 10 days. Anything more than 10 days. Reject. Okay. Now, what will the system do, my dear friends? Please understand. The system will reject this change request, but it will allow this change request to pass through the filter. Do you agree or not, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Now you guys will have a question. Oh my God, Vishal. Then what about the previous filter? Now that you will have a question. Okay. Sorry, my question is, what about if these change requests is genuine? My point is, every system has got a loophole, guys. Okay, what is the point I'm trying to tell? Every system has got a loophole. So I don't care if B's change request is getting rejected. If B is very adamant of pushing the change request, let them go to an escalation matrix. But as per this phenomenon, as per this filter, B's change request will not be processed further. Only A's change request will be processed further. Is that clear? Any questions, Chandu? Only this much. I haven't proceeded further.
Sure. One small doubt. So are the change initiators and project initiators both the same?
No, different. This is change initiators, Chandu. This A, B, and C are the people who are requesting for a change. Project initiators are who are initiating the project. This is only for the change.
So they are not even in the picture of this change request, but they will be
They'll be part of the CCB. Hold on. They'll be part of the CCB, not here. These are the people who are initiating the change request. That's it. Okay.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah. Now I'll continue with the filter, guys. I mean, I'll continue with the process. Then I will discuss your questions, guys. Okay. See here, this checklist. I hope everyone is clear. The next checklist is: will the project deliverables get affected? What is the question, guys? Ask yourself. Will the project deliverables get affected? You know, this is very, very interesting. Everyone, don't think. Listen to me. What I'm telling. If the project deliverables are not affected, then we reject the change request. You guys will be wondering, what the hell is this? If the project is not getting affected, then why are you rejecting the change request? Correct, no? My point is, if project is not getting affected, then why should I entertain the change request? Are you getting the opposite of it? See, in predictive, we are against changes. See, if it is not going to affect the project in any way, then why should I? Are you getting it, guys? So is the deliverable getting affected? If the answer is no, then the change request will get rejected. If the answer is yes, then we prepare an impact statement, my dear friends. We prepare a project impact statement. Who prepares? Subject matter experts. They prepare a project impact statement. Is that clear, everyone? That subject matter experts are technically expert, financially expert. They are aware from the legal point of view. Don't ask me who does the subject matter experts consist of, please. In this particular topic, I want you guys to restrict your questions related to who will do it. This is a process topic. Who can be a variety of designations. For example, this SME, I will tell you guys, you know, this Apple came up with last year titanium-based phones, you know, as a raw material. Okay. So who would have decided? I would say there are some subject matter experts in Apple, material science experts. They're not from the technology background, but they are from the material science background. Which material is good? They are PhD holders in material science. They will be evaluating the impact of this new material. Are you guys getting what I'm telling? Okay. Now, if the answer is yes, yes means what? The deliverables are getting affected. By how much? That is what is the role of the SMEs. See, from the initiator point of view, did you hear here, guys, what I'm telling? A told there is a delay of 3 days. A told there is a delay of 3 days. Now, there are two possibilities, guys. Don't tell me I'm a crooked person. Possibility number one, what if A is lying? Correct? No, can we ignore? A can be lying, right? So I need a subject matter experts to revisit whatever was the impact jotted by A. Point number 2, A can be stupid or ignorant. One is A is lying, or B, another possibility is A can be ignorant. A doesn't know the complete impact of it. A doesn't have the, horizon or the experience or the maturity to understand the whole impact. So that is also possible, correct? No? Good. So we should always get it reviewed by a subject matter experts. They will do a 360-degree review, because here we are talking only about schedule. But when the SMEs evaluate, they look at the cost point of view. They look at the emerging risk point of view. They look at the procurement point of view. They look at the quality point of view. Everything they look at. Is that clear? Now, the original change request along with this impact statement is in the table of CCB. Is in the table of CCB. What is CCB? Change control board. Change control board. Okay. So now again one more question you will ask. Who does the CCB comprise? I don't have a clear answer. It can be governance committee people. It can be people from the regulatory bodies. It can be people from the legal team. It can be people from technical experts. It can be people from material background. Anyone. Are you getting, guys? They will be reviewing this complete change request along with the impact statement. Is this much clear? Are you with me in this story? Now, one thing, guys, did I tell about the stakeholder C submitting a change request? You know what is a change request by C? I will tell you. The C told there is a red color button in the product. Okay, what is the color of the button? Red color button. Can the color of the red color button be changed from red to green? Okay, what is the question? Can the color of the button be changed from red to green? Okay, there is no clear justification from C. C is simply telling, can we do it please? Like that. Okay, that is what is this,
requirement.
I would tell you it is something which is not substantiated properly. Okay, no, deliverable is not getting affected. The C is not able to articulate how it will affect the project. So what will happen? C's requirement will be rejected automatically by the system, because C doesn't have a sound justification. Why should this change request be entertained? Are you getting, guys, what I'm telling?
But is it not a specification change in that case?
Is C able to articulate it properly? That's what I'm telling, Nikita. Okay,
It is
it should be good in communication. Okay, are you able to clearly justify what is the need of the color transformation from red to green? If you're not able to, you have to bear for it. You means whom I'm referring to? Change initiator. See, we are reluctant towards the people who submit change requests. They should be clearly articulating their needs properly with proper justification.
Communication.
Yeah. Not only for project manager, if they want, only crying baby will get milk. They should be able to articulate it clearly. If they are not able to articulate it, gone. The system will design it, reject it. Now, do you know, guys, why red to green transformation is not preferred color change? Forget project management. Forget project management and answer this question.
Properly articulate.
User experience will be impacted. It will mislead.
Forget project management. I told no, don't tell user experience and all. Think like a layman. Why should this change request?
It is general norm that we follow.
Visibility.
Vague requirement.
Red is for alert or danger and green is for safe.
Correct. Yeah. See, that is what you have to pick up. Okay, so Deepika have told it is for alert or danger or panic. Correct. But my point is, just because is that a convention, tomorrow can we make an announcement that today onwards we will have green color for panic? Will it work?
Universally pursued.
Why it is universally pursued?
Red has more visibility, like from long distance you can see.
It is to do with the frequency of light and
frequency of light. Very correct. Okay, like Amitava and Nishan have told. See, my point is not to deviate from the discussion, but are you getting it? There are some reasons which we don't know, but we believe in sticking to red color. Okay, so one reason is obviously red has got the highest wavelength and the lowest frequency. So even if you're in a foggy situation, even if you're drunk, you are unconscious, red color you will be able to identify quickly. That's it. Is that clear? But that is not the case with green color. Any questions, guys? That is the reason. Okay. Now what happens, guys? Yeah. Amitava? Sorry, Nikita, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question. So, you said that the deliverables, if they are not affected, then we reject the change request. But let's say in this case, if there is an impact on cost due to increase in the number of man days, then should we not? Then even then should we reject the change request, or we have to analyze it?
No. Everywhere we have to analyze it. There is nothing like that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but the deliverables are not getting affected. It's only the cost.
Cost is also a deliverable. That is what you are making as a mistake. See, will you be ready to enroll in this course if the institute keeps on increasing the cost? That is also part of your deliverable. Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Any questions, guys?
Yeah. Sir, there will be some smart guys in the group. In their project. So who simply split the change request in two, stating that one set of changes in 6 days, another set of changes for 6 days after some days.
Correct. For that only we have got SMEs in the team. No, see, they understand the loophole. See, that is why I told you in India. Okay, what does advocates do in that case, Ashoka? It's a topic deviation. Okay, you should tell the truth to advocates. That's what they are telling. Even if you've killed someone, you should tell that truth to the advocate. What do? Same thing. They find out the loophole in the system. So it's okay. See, a system is designed not for 100%. No system in the world is 100% foolproof. Okay, every system has got a loophole. Okay, but let's try to minimize. That's it. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, Vishak, if it's related to regulatory authority, if the changes has come from regulatory authority, it has to be done. And the days is more. So in that case also, like, it is mandatory to do the changes. So in that
See, we cannot run away from regulations. Okay. See, what if today PMI is announcing a curriculum change? It is going to take another 1 month. I will tell the truth to you. Okay. See, guys, there is a sudden announcement from PMI. I don't think so. I told you a promise that we'll be able to complete this course by, what is the date I told you? October 5th. You can schedule your exam by 6th. Sorry to tell that now it won't be possible. And that I will tell what to do. Regulation is not in our hand. Okay. Any questions?
Is there a possibility one change request will be dependent on other? So let's say in the case of A and B, B was supposed to get done in order to complete A, but we have rejected B already because of certain criteria.
It all will be done in the review. That's what I have to tell you. When the team evaluates, so they will do all this.
So in that case, both of that will get accepted upon evaluation by SME.
Can you repeat your question? Then I can eliminate one of them. What is that?
I was asking, like, there can be a scenario where A functionality is dependent on B. Like B is a kind of a prerequisite. Unless we complete B, A cannot be done.
One minute. So what the thing is that the change control board will evaluate everything. You don't have to worry. What dependent on what? That is the purpose of having a review. So when the review happens, the dependencies will automatically be discussed upon.
So in that case, if a dependency is called out, will they accept both the change request?
Depends. Again, I don't know the answer. That's what, no? They take a decision. Okay, are you getting? So ultimately the change control board will decide. Okay. Anything else?
So, Vishak, as I've asked earlier, so let's say sponsor miss some requirement to communicate the requirement to the initiator or owner. Then then that requirement came up later in when the project is in the progress phase. Then it will go through the change request process, right? But how it will like, my question is how it will pass that this checks, because on the basis of, even if the number of days is required more than that, and that is a mandatory or a must have requirement.
I didn't understand totally, but I would say the answer is you don't have to worry about it. Whatever you submit, no, the change control board will evaluate. I told you, no, we are only submitting a proposal. Let them evaluate whatever you have asked. Is that clear? Do we need to agree upon this change, or should we hold it? Should we keep it for later? Or this change sounds very stupid. Every call is taken by the change control board. Keep it like that, guys. Okay, are you clear? We need to move on, guys, quickly. Okay. Anything else? So now the
Vishak,
next one is the change control board. Hold on, let me finish this also. The change control board will either accept this change or reject this change. CCB. Okay. If they are rejecting this change, still you will get a rejection notice. But one thing I want to tell you, notice the important one, guys. Okay. At this stage, when the change is rejected, no, it is totally automated. You cannot even talk to someone. At this stage also, if the change is rejected, you cannot talk to anyone. But at this change, if the change is rejected, no, you will get a detailed explanation on what grounds your change has been rejected. Okay, this is pure common sense, guys. If in a company, if there is 6 to 7 rounds of interview, in the first round of interview, if you are getting rejected, no call comes means you are rejected. No one will call and tell you sorry like that. Okay, but after some 6 rounds of interview, if you are getting rejected, you will get a proper feedback from the. Sometimes good interviewers, no, they will tell then and there, sorry, we are looking for more of a person who is aligned with this domain. Like they will tell. Are you getting? It won't be like a tacit conversation. It will be very explicit, like a collaborative conversation. Okay, we have to part of at this level because we are looking for a candidate more from a Middle East banking background. Like they will tell the reason very clearly. Okay, guys, everyone. And if it is approved, guys, listen, if it is approved, no, the project manager have got 2 jobs. Listen carefully. Keep your doubts away, listen carefully. Job number 1 is communicating. Very, very important. In the PMP, they are going to test you. When, let's say, Amitava have submitted a change request, it got approved. Now, my job is to inform all of you guys people that, hey, you know, Amitava, his change request got approved. Earlier, the project was supposed to get completed in September 25th. Now it will get complete only by September 28th. Like that, I have to inform you people. Is that clear? And I have to rebalance. Rebalance means what, guys? There are a lot of documents which require an update. Okay, sometimes risk register, sometimes procurement document, sometimes quality document, sometimes schedule, sometimes budget. So all those documents need to have the right update. Rebaselining. Is that clear, guys? What I'm telling? Rebalancing or rebaselining is also fine. Any questions here?
Schedule and scope documents will also impacted in that case.
Everything. I don't know which all documents which are relevant. They all will have an update. Is that clear? Any questions, guys? Now you guys can ask.
What is the meaning of rebaselining you just used?
What is that?
Rebaselining.
Rebaselining, because the baseline gets changed. No, that's it.
Vishak, who is the change
I'm just
authorizer?
trying to understand the meaning of rebaselining.
Rebaseline means initially the project was 20 days. Okay. Now what happens? It will become 25 days. Something like that.
Timeline extension or your cost or whatever so it is.
Yeah. Not only cost, timeline, anything else. Okay.
Changes your initial plan.
Like
exactly.
Evaluating.
Anything else?
Who is going to change authorize it? Vishak? Who is going to authorize the change?
CCB. We
CCB,
discussed,
okay.
no, change control board. Okay.
And CCB only communicates to the all cross-functional teams?
No. PM. Communication is PM. They just
Okay,
approve and
okay.
reject. They are very busy people. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So this communication is PM follows up continuously on this communication, right? Until the change is accepted or not. CCB accepts or rejects the change. Whatever
What
the
is the
action.
question?
So my question is like PM is continuously communicating with the CCB team.
No. There is no continuous communication at all, guys. Keep things simple. Some 3 days change request got approved. I am communicating to remaining people. We are not troubling CCB simply. Okay.
So is there any timeline with like CCB is going to revert back in this much time frame?
It is very slow and bureaucratic. That's all I can tell. Are you clear? We cannot dictate CCB. Okay, because productivity is like that. You should have considered all this early. That sort of a mindset, please be clear. Is that clear what I'm telling everyone?
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'll do one thing, guys. Let us put a full stop here. This is a very, very important topic which is finished so far. You can expect some 5 to 6 questions minimum. Okay, once you go through my quiz videos, you will understand. I'll pull down the slides, guys. If you have any general questions, we can address quickly today. Okay, because we've spent enough time on this slide. Okay, still, if Sushma, you have a question, you can ask.
Yeah, it's related to the previous slide.
Yeah, you can tell still. Yeah.
So when the requests are being reviewed by CCB, what really happens in the background? Do we continue with the project or we take a halt and we wait for the decision to come
No,
out?
we will continue with the project. Okay, that is a good question she have asked. A proactive project manager, no, you have to consider that also. See, imagine today is September 20th. The next change control board meeting is only on September 25th. So at that point of time, you have to be prepared. Okay, 5 days of delay. The next meeting is only on September 25th. So till then, what is the impact you have to include in your change request? Should be proactive. Okay. What else? Project will go on. See, for a change and all, we will not stop the project. Okay. Yeah. Next.
Vishak, like in major capex projects, there will be a lot of changes. No, in such manner, it is your negotiations and all your the final thing also gets delayed to a larger extent.
So what is that point you're telling?
What I mean is, like, you are having a major capex related project, which normally uses a predictive technology or the methodology. Correct.
Methodology, yeah.
Even before it gets deep down into the execution phase or just starting of the project, you would be putting in the stakeholders would be putting in a lot of change requests in between. Probably they would have missed, or they're validating things, or they're pre-seeing some advances in future where they want to deploy. But these sort of things also adds to a delay and changes in the cost, right? That time, how
we are purposefully denying, okay, because this is not a luxury for your carelessness, guys. Let's stop that discussion. See, simply you cannot submit changes in predictive. Okay, in the planning stage, I think Nishan, you are referring to the planning stage. In planning stage, we don't keep this bureaucracy much. I'm talking about the execution stage. In the execution stage, some changes happens. No, we cannot just entertain it just like that. Clear?
Okay.
All right, guys.
Sir, what is exactly the role of PMO, sir? Generally, not exactly related to the change management. Just
that we'll discuss separately. Okay, there is a separate slide for PMO. Okay, that time we'll cover it. Okay. What else, guys? Shall I launch the poll on behalf of the institute? I think people have started dropping off. Okay, 1 minute. Please complete the poll on behalf of the institute, and then you can leave. Okay. Yeah.
Vishak, just personal this thing. I'll be actually traveling for the next weekend, so I'll be attending the evening session as well today.
No, that will be separate. That is not going to help in any way.
No, actually, next Saturday morning I'm traveling.
So attending evening session, how will it help? Something else is happening.
Saturday session, I'll end up missing, no? That's why to make it up.
That you have to go through the recording. Evening, something else is happening.
Vishak, if something.
Yeah. It doesn't work like that. Okay, something else. Even I don't know what topic is being discussed in the evening. So it is not just a compensation for the miss which you had. Who told you this idea? Is it your idea or someone told? Salespeople.
My idea.
It doesn't work. Okay, I don't know what is happening in the evening. Okay, simply if you attend, no, maybe it's a repetitive topic. What is happening? Okay, you have to go through the recording. No way. Yeah.
Vishak, if a big change comes in between, somewhere like a big mold to be changed or big part or something change, then it's supposed to be halt the project, right? So at that time, what's the PMO? What the PM has supposed to do? He has to halt the project. If something big change comes on the way, it passed through the CCB and all. So during that time, the project will be.
We will not halt. The project manager have to proactively include that delay also into the change request. That's what I have been telling.
The big change also.
See, all of you guys you're thinking from supporting the changes. To start not supporting the changes, guys, then only will understand that. Okay, you should include that also. Okay, so just now she asked, okay, So the point is, can I attend the evening session like that? So it is not supporting the evening, like a option of attending the evening session. Is that clear? In case you miss the session, there is a flow. Probably if there was another 5 minutes, I would have finished the next topic. It is not that much, watertight compartment. Okay, so the next session we'll continue on this. Are you getting, guys? So that is the only option. You have to go through the recording. Okay, the moment there is a luxury of attending the evening session, that means it's okay. But that is not the case here. Okay, you have to go through the recording. That is a preferred way. Are you getting, everyone?
Sir, she is raising change request. Please approve it.
That is what she can, but the time will not be useful. No. What if something else is happening in the evening, which I'm not even sure of it? Okay, maybe the same topic discussion will happen. That is why. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So anything else, guys? We need to wrap up. Ashoka, your
Yeah,
question
just
over. 1 minute, guys. Go in the hand raise order.
No,
Yeah, over.
I'm done with it.
And then next, go ahead, Anwar.
Yeah, so sometimes it happens that the change that is requested is of the nature that the project cannot progress further unless the change
Okay, I
is
understand. Let it go through CCB. Full stop. Okay. Even if I told no, even God comes and requests for a change request, you should go through CCB. This is exaggeration I have to tell. What else you want to hear? Okay, you should go through CCB because we are working in a very controlled environment. We don't want any unexpected events. Okay, think like that. Okay, you would have noticed this in the video, correct? I've told these videos. Even if God comes and requests for a change request, you should go through CCB. Okay, good, guys.
Sir,
Any questions?
One last
Yeah.
question. Sir, what was your favorite dialogue about PM, sir? It was a glorified. What was that exactly? I just forgot that quote.
Glorified clerk and celebrated CEO. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So we'll meet tomorrow morning, same time. Try to join the session 15 minutes early and have a good catch up or something. Okay. Thank you all, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.